Okay. Oh, BBC.
I see you in the All right. This is good because if Leah gives me the eyes of death, I'm safe.
I'm so friendly and upbeat. I feel like I've gotten a really bad rap.
Welcome to the Whole Bitches. I am Rob Sprance.
Mr. Peepee.
Jared Pressman.
Leah Bonema.
Franco Del Valle.
Hi, I'm Steve.
Steve Bannos is here in New York in studio. You guys know, of course, Steve Bannos. Steve Bannos.
Speed Vano?
Speed Bannos. That's a good name for you. It's a porn name.
In the flesh.
Speed Bannos. Yeah, Steve Bannos, Freaks and Geeks, Bridesmaids. I can go on and on. The Heat.
Love.
That's right. Love, which they fucking canceled. I love that show. That was a great show. I'm pissed that they canceled that.
Yeah,
Would they just cancel everything that's good? Is that like really how it works?
That's
now?
how it works.
TV shows are like bad relationships. They seem really good.
Sure.
They sometimes are really good, and then someone decides it's over.
I guess that's how it works.
Yeah.
That's very, very poignant to start the show.
I actually don't think it made any sense whatsoever because it was the good ones that get canceled.
That's true.
Yeah, it's
So-
the good ones you let go usually, too.
Oh, no, so I think that's probably just a thing that you do wrong.
No, I think it's something that I'm the good one. In that scenario, you
And
should
how
always like yourself more
How
than
many
everyone else.
relationships, Franco, in your case, how
No.
many have ended as a result of you think it was you?
I've done both, but in the case that it was my fault, probably every single time.
That's a pretty good
See?
streak you have going on.
Yeah.
So
I'm 6 for 7.
let's keep the last one going.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going. So Steve and I had the pleasure of going to the Freaks and Geeks documentary premiere at the Tribeca Film Festival. Steve calls me out of nowhere. He leaves me a Joe Pesci message, which I'll play in a little bit.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
really?
if not, I'm just gonna drop it in at some point. But because I might not
my
be
God.
connected.
We don't want to hear it.
Actually, you know what?
Can't
Hold on.
wait to hear it.
Hold on. So, Steve, one thing about Steve is, in addition to being fucking hysterical in general, he does an incredible Joe Pesci. And it really comes off on the phone. So, hold on, let me see. So, here...
I didn't know you were good at it.
It's not incredible. It's the best Pesci you'll
you know what?
ever hear.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good.
I think that's
And
gotta
Jim
be...
Brewer can stay at home when the competition starts.
All right, so here it is.
Does he
Let's see.
do a good one, too?
Hold on, let's see. He does.
He
but
was the SNL
I gotta say,
Pesci.
yours is better. And I'm not just all right, so here is the message.
I'm so excited.
I'm hanging out. I'm on the couch, and this is the message.
I'm going to close my eyes.
Here we go.
You said I'm bringing heat on you? I gotta listen to people because of your fucking shit? You're ordering me out? You better get a fucking army, pal. Where the fuck do you get off talking people behind my back, going over my head? You motherfucker, you.
This is fucking great.
That's great. That's really good.
That's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Spot on.
You only exist out here because of me, not because of your casino and your country club and your TV show. And what the fuck are you doing on TV anyway? You motherfucker! You've been warned, you motherfucker! You.
Yeah, better than Broad by a mile.
Can you say, Spider, you muttering, stuttering prick?
Maybe I'm a little fucked up, but
So when you left that message, how fucking loaded were you at the time you left that?
appropriately.
So here's how the conversation goes. He's like, hey, guess what? I'm fucking coming to New York for the Freaks and Geeks Tribeca Film Festival premiere. And I said, that's awesome. Are you going? He goes, we're fucking going, motherfucker. So we had a fucking awesome night. I feel like I got you drunk.
I accidentally bought tickets, and I'm like, oh shit! I accidentally bought 2 tickets, and I just realized I'm going to get a couple comps. So I'm like, Rob,
I appreciate you thinking of me, bro.
Yeah,
If you
no, 2
wouldn't have, I
tickets.
would have been hurt. Every
I
time
hope
he's
you
coming-
wore that shirt.
I did not. You really like this shirt, huh? Leah complimented me the second she walked in. And then I gave her a compliment a little later, and then she accused me of just trying to... What was it? I feel like you're complimenting me to... What was it?
You know how magicians like get you to look another place when they're doing something? I feel like that's what your compliment
Really?
was.
What was I trying to do?
I forget, but it had something to do with, weren't we talking about pissing blood?
No, well, I was... Yeah, Franco's cat is pissing blood.
And then we were talking about something, and then I felt like you were distracting me with a compliment.
I wasn't distracting you.
Misdirection.
I was just...
Misdirection.
I was just giving you
My
a-
brain is not kicked in
Look,
yet.
I know a few people, like you are one of them, who just cannot take a
they're gonna say
compliment.
I can
Kiss
take
blood.
a compliment.
Well, you didn't take one when I gave it to you. I just said you look really pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah, but behind the eyes is a whole different thought process going on. I can see it. See?
He's so nervous.
I am. See, Leah makes me nervous
Why?
all the time.
I'm so... I have a dolphin anklet. Like, I'm so happy. So rural.
Oh, Lordy.
She's got me focused
Remember-
on your shirt now, though.
What?
It's very nice.
It looks like it was just like recently splashed by like in a puddle.
It's a style,
But it's-
it's
yeah.
just a style. This is, by the way, Calvin Klein. So I mean, he does.
Oh.
Is that
he does
Calvin
know
Klein?
how to make clothes. Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
and John.
Are you sure?
I'm.
He's not allowed to talk to
positive.
basketball players anymore.
Why? What did he do?
During I don't know. He talked to Latrell Sprewell, and then the refs were like, "You can never do this again."
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, during a game.
During
he
a
did?
game,
Oh.
he
I
just
didn't
walked up and started talking to Latrell Sprewell.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't think we all knew you're not supposed to do that.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
some
pretty
people
common knowledge.
don't
You
know
can't go on
that.
the court.
I don't even watch basketball, and I know you're not supposed to do that.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to talk to those guys.
I don't think I would love to talk to Latrell Sprewell.
So, speaking of talking to celebrities, I'm walking here, and this is the village where a lot of celebrities are just hanging out, and they're pretty much everywhere.
Right.
You run into a Bannos on the street right down here in the village. So I'm walking here. I park my car. I walk past it's like an ice cream shop, and sitting in the window with a younger man is Susan fucking Sarandon.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Really?
And she's and they live right in this area. Well, her and Tim Robbins used to live in this area, but I see Tim Robbins around here all the time too. So I see her sitting there, and I'm like, holy fuck! And I walk past the window, and in my head, I have a couple of thoughts. Do I bother her? Do I go talk to her? Do I at least get a picture with her?
Oh,
You got to
I
do
like
it.
her.
You got to do it for the gram people. You know how it is.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, do I want to go? Do I want to go talk to her? What do I do? So I go, you know what? I'm going to go into the ice cream shop. I'll walk in and I'll ask them for like if they have like a menu just to
Did you get any
just
ice
to
cream?
get a
cream?
visual. I did not. Fuck. So I said, at least if I'm in the ice cream shop, it's not as creepy as the guy who saw you in the window and came in.
Just put your hand to the window like some kind of fucking end of Star
Susan.
Trek moment.
Oh, Susan. So I walk in and I get a closer visual. I'm like, motherfucker, that's Susan Sarandon. She's got glasses on and everything. So I delay as much as I can. I said, do you have a menu I can take? And like, no, but we have a
An ice cream
website.
menu.
He's like, I'm doing this whole like interaction, so it looks like I went
And
in
not
there
there
on purpose.
just for her.
And then I would be like, oh, hey, Susan Sarandon. Yeah.
Susan?
So, oh my. So I'm like,
Susie.
So hey, Susie. So you know what? I'm like,
Suze.
she's talking to this younger guy, and she's just having a conversation. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. When's the next time it's gonna happen?
Never.
What's the worst she could do? Say no. Fuck it. So I walk up, and I walk right up to her and I say, excuse me, Susan? And she looks up, and it's not fucking Susan Sarandon.
Really? Oh my God!
The
Really?
second I saw her that close, I said, Susan? And she looked at me, and I said, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I knew you from somewhere else. And I walked out of there with my tail between my legs.
Oh my God!
But not until I got right in front of her.
You
did I
should have
realize-
gotten ice cream.
Like, I know. It's
I
really,
am
Yeah.
so with you on
that
that.
is the moral
Yeah.
to the story.
yeah,
really.
you lost.
But I was. I was.
That is so fucking funny.
Oh my God. And it was like, I'm all nervous. And I was, excuse me, Susan. And as soon as she turned around and like she was right in front of me, I'm like, that's not fucking
Now, are you
Susan.
sure you saw Tim Robbins?
No, Tim Robbins I saw playing roller hockey with kids. And I know it was him because there was a bunch of other people around going, holy shit, it's fucking Tim Robbins playing roller hockey.
Yeah, he used to. You know where he used to go to all the time? He used to go into our building when we used to work at the old paper spot
Oh, really?
at 40.
Really?
He would walk over. What was he doing over there?
He would
Just
Fucking
walk in, he
slaughterhouse.
walked in and
He
out.
was ordering prints.
He
I don't
probably
know,
was.
but there was that art. There was that art like restoration place up there. So maybe something with that.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it could.
And then
be.
there was that recording studio thing too. So maybe he was doing ebooks.
Maybe.
I've got ideas.
Oh yeah. See?
But I tell you, it was fucking weird. Like I walked out of there like, what a fucking idiot I am. And I'm telling you, even when I was in there, and if not, she could go as a lookalike anytime, because it wasn't until I was right in front of her I was like,
Did she
It's
did
not-
she ever face like fuck really again?
well,
At all?
honestly,
It's like,
I
really?
was already a fucking cloud of dust before
you
I
didn't
saw
see
how
any
she reacted to
reaction.
it. No, she was just like
really.
she just looked at me with like these eyes, like, what the fuck is happening right now?
I think the best part of the story is that you asked an ice cream place for a menu.
I know.
They were like, it's
know.
milk and sugar.
And she's like,
Probably right
trying
on,
to fit
it's probably
in.
right on the wall.
Yeah, and I'm like, do you have a website? Do you have an Instagram? I'm like, I'm doing whatever I can to like get a closer reconnaissance and see
Like, do
if
you
I'm
have
doing
dairy-free ice cream? And they're like, one of these motherfuckers.
Oh, it's the Susan Sarandon guy again. Here he comes.
Did they pat you on the back and walk you out?
no. I slid.
Like, it's
right out of
okay,
there.
buddy. You must be lost.
It was so fucking embarrassing, but at the same time, it was. I was like, all right, well, at least I got something funny.
I told you what I did to
tell.
Willem Dafoe in a fucking grocery store.
No.
I like sexually assaulted him. Looking back, he should me too me. Oh my god.
Did you put
really?
your finger on his ass or something?
No, but I touched him.
You touch like shoulder touch, or what did
It
you?
was
touch?
a shoulder touch, but I shouldn't even shoulder touch. I just was overcome. I can't. Willem Dafoe. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time that
I had blue blockers on and I was wearing all denim. I think that's really.
Yeah, well, he
I
probably
was-
still tells the
he-
story.
He
The
probably-
denim girl that touched
This
me.
girl touched me.
He has
This
a
woman
fishing
with
camp
great
near
hair.
my parents in Maine because he's an ice fisher. And there's like,
yeah.
if you want to go to a big grocery store, the big grocery store is like 40 minutes away. So I was like down there, and I was wearing all denim because I was home. You know.
because you're an adult?
I'm an adult. We were
Right.
all denim, and I had blue blockers because I just had LASIK. And I came around the corner.
And there he is.
There was fucking Willem Dafoe, and I wanted to say something. Normally, I don't even like. We live here. You see famous people. You know, what's like whatever. You know, but
That's a
I
good
just
one.
Willem Dafoe is. I think
a big one.
the
Yeah.
sexiest
Yeah.
man in the whole world, and he's so
Really?
talented. Yeah. Oh my god.
That kind of
He's
brings my
been out.
compliment that you gave me earlier down a notch, but that's okay. I'll
Yeah.
still take it.
And I just walked over to him, and I wanted to say like, Wild at Heart was like one of my favorite characters. His character, and then instead I was like, "Are you Willem Dafoe?" And I like backed him up against a liquor. I mean, it was just
Oh, God.
sexually
Like,
aggressive.
What did he say? What did he do?
He was just like, yes, and I was like, I mean,
We just say
You
thank you.
just threw up a little bit.
I did,
Yeah, that's what
but
I
in like
said.
in an exciting way. I was like, I can't handle it.
What about Steve? You ever, like, who did you meet that's famous that you got nervous around? Like, who's the most famous person you met where you're like, you got a little nervous, or just
Absolutely. When I just moved to LA, and so I hadn't seen a lot of celebrity sightings, but this one was, and it's crazy because he wasn't even from LA, and I was on Hollywood Boulevard. It was packed with a lot of people, and I was walking behind someone who was wearing a leather jacket with like an Elvis painted on the back of the leather jacket. I'm just walking behind the guy, and he turned around and we hit like chest to chest, and it was Andy Warhol.
oh my god,
Oh, really?
Wow.
But it was on Hollywood Boulevard, so he was visiting Hollywood from New York, and I had just moved to Hollywood, and yeah, that was by far.
That's a big one. Yeah,
That's a big
Did
one
you
by
say
far.
anything to him, or
No, I was just kind of like.
did you kind of
freaked out.
regret it afterwards? Like, I should have said something.
He was horrifying.
He would have been a weird, like, yeah.
It was more. I was in shock. It was just like, Jesus. It's like I didn't even put it together. I'm walking me with his leather. He's got a leather jacket that he must
Yeah,
have drawn.
and he
that
kind of
was
looks like
behind it,
pizza
just
when you stretch it too thin too. So it's like really fucked up.
Totally.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. What about you guys? PP, who's the most famous person you ever
No.
met?
Me.
Of course. Really, you never met anybody famous?
No.
None. That's so
No,
strange.
You know what? Maybe I can't remember though. Possibly.
Nathan Lane?
I think.
No,
even
that's
Nate.
not a joke. Nathan Lane.
What about you, Jarrett?
I met a lot of people when I was working at Second City in Chicago, so they used to come through all the time. So I kind of got desensitized to it a little bit. But one night I was backstage in between shows, and one of the guys who worked in the front of the house comes backstage, and he's like, "Look, dude, I know you don't get super excited around celebrities and stuff, but somebody's here, and you might lose your mind." And I'm like, "Okay, who is it?" He goes, "Punky Brewster is here." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Where?
That was your biggest one?
I just got so excited. I was like, "So
I know, I
fucking
remember
Punky
now.
Brewster, dude."
Punky Brewster gave me the strength to get a breast reduction. I gotta let you know that.
Why did?
So I was like so afraid, and I was like, if that fucking shit can do it, and Drew Barrymore can do it, I think I can live through it.
Oh, I didn't know she had a breast.
Drew Barrymore had
What's
a
her-
drinking problem
She has a what?
as a kid. That's really rad.
What did she have? What
A
kind of?
really bad drinking problem as like a child.
Oh, it
Yeah.
wasn't just drinking. Like
yeah,
she
no,
was-
but it's.
Oh, yeah.
I think
yeah,
it's.
she was
Yeah, it's really intense. I'm
She
glad
was
she
basically
made it.
together.
she was basically like a 10-year-old Bannos.
Well, that's what
pretty
happens
much.
when you're in Firestarter. Where are you gonna go from there?
But not as much of a criminal.
Or irreconcilable differences.
I don't recall that.
No, that's
Well, who was the one you met?
I did see
PB?
remember
Ma-
Poison Ivy too.
Mark,
she was first.
That was
Mark Ruffalo.
upsetting. Well, what's the one
Oh,
with Tom
that's
Skerritt?
Yeah.
That's the first one, I think.
Oh, it's so upsetting.
So you met Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Did you talk to him or?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
go
Mark
up to him.
Ruffalo. How are you?
Yeah.
Don't go in that
It
bathroom.
was.
Do you have an
Stunk
ice
it-
cream menu?
I stunk it up.
Yeah, it was actually on the corner where we used to work.
You just
Right
saw
over
him walking by?
Yeah.
The corner we use sounds like you're giving handies under a bridge.
Exactly.
I've got.
But sometimes I'm ashamed to just go up and say hi. You know.
It's weird, I
It's
know.
weird.
Even with this isn't or anything, I was like, I shouldn't be this nervous because
Yeah.
people probably do it all fucking day, you know?
Oh,
Especially to one who's not actually famous, even more so. But I have two celebrity stories. One, so I met Axl Rose and David Crosby from Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Which one would you guess would be the asshole out of the two?
Crosby.
You're fucking right on.
Yeah.
So we're at the bottom line, and it's a place here in the city. and we're there to see. I forgot who it was, but we're there to see some group or some music act, and Crosby's sitting at a table with 2 other people. He's not eating or anything, and people are just starting to file in. And my friend Fred is a huge fan, and so am I. But like he's like obsessed. He had all the bootleg tapes and everything. He's oh my god, fucking David Crosby. I should go say something. So I'm like, do it, dude. You got to do it. When are you gonna see him again? Go. So he walks over, and Crosby's looking down, and he's talking to someone, and he comes over to the table. He goes, "Excuse me, Mr. Crosby," and Crosby never looks up and goes, "No, no, 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 no," and bangs on the fucking table. And he's like, and he looks at me. My friend looks at me right there and goes, "Dude, Crosby's being a dick."
Yeah.
But that's what he did. He didn't look up. He just went, "No, no, 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 no." Like that.
God.
Like it's a fucking dick move.
Pretty dickish.
Yeah.
It's a really dick move. And then, same friend, we're here in the Village. There's a place they're closing down, unfortunately, called Matt Humanoff Guitars. And it's a famous, like, tiny little guitar shop. Maybe a little bigger than this studio here. Very small, but it had to have all awesome guitars. And we were both playing guitar. So we're walking around the Village. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we walk into Matt Humanoff, and there's nobody in the store except for sitting on a stool with an acoustic guitar, just strumming it, is Axl Rose. And we walk by, and we look at each other like, dude. Like, you give that whole, like, acknowledgement without going over there. So he had a reputation of being a fucking asshole, like, and getting into fights and shit. And I'm like, do we go say something? Like, fuck it, let's do it. So as we walk up to him, and I'm like, hey, Axl, a big fan. And he sat there and was like, hey, man, tell me, what's your favorite song?
Really?
And
See?
he was,
You
like,
never
strumming
know.
the guitar, and he's like, we have a new album, and it's going to be, he was explaining there's an orchestra, and it turned out to be, I guess, November Rain. So he's telling us all about, like, and he was like such a cool,
Yeah,
like,
see?
mellow dude.
You never know.
Yeah, and I hate to date myself, but there was
He's right.
no-
You never know.
we couldn't take pictures.
Look at
so-
you. I'm serious.
I'd rather not.
You're the kind to just bang your hands and be like, no, no,
Yeah, you should do.
When I talk to myself, I say that.
You do have the Crosby mustache too.
Yeah,
You don't look like a fucking seal.
No, I know.
do.
He does look like a seal. That's a good call.
I kind of have a tough time believing it was Axl Rose based on your Susan Sarandon.
No,
story.
it was
Yeah.
Axl Rose. That's
Oh,
no doubt
good
about
call.
it.
He has like no credibility.
Yeah, everybody famous that I met is not really that.
Not really.
Especially when it comes to people with like red hair. You just can't tell them apart.
I know it was him because they locked the door after we recognized him. So I know it was him. No, that was definitely one. And if not, man, it was the greatest Axl Rose impersonator I've ever
This was
met.
before Use Your Illusions.
Yes, this is before they fell apart. Yeah,
I got another good
musically.
I got another good one.
Go.
And this one wasn't like bump into. This one I had a creative meeting with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh wow!
Really?
Yeah, and it was after he was governor, and so he still had these offices and these bodyguards, and he owns half of fucking Santa Monica. He bought like all this real estate years ago. He's extremely wealthy with real estate, and.
So
I was writing a sketch for the Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meeting that he's going to do. It was like the third time I did it, do a sketch with Warren Buffett.
Okay.
And I'm supposed to meet with him, and he comes in around 10 a.m. stinking like a cigar. And he just talked and talked and talked, and I was like outside of my body watching the meeting.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It was
Nice
absolutely
dude, though,
so
sounds like.
surreal. He was really funny, and he was saying just stupid things like, when we all get together, it's good that we can get together because we like open the tops of our heads and ideas fall out. I
ideas come
swear to
out?
God, he said the ideas fall out and they all mix together. And I'm just like, hey, I'm a hired gun. I'm just write whatever the hell you tell me
You
to
tell
write
me
down.
what to do, and I'll do it.
And he had all this outlandish, crazy shit about the sketch, and it just wasn't gonna happen.
That's fucking funny. And he's just, he's smarter than it seems too. Like the accent really does make him sound a lot.
He's pretty
lot-
sharp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is.
he's got to be. I mean, the stuff he's accomplished.
Like him or not, he's a champion on on 3 different.
Oh, I
things.
like him.
Yeah.
I
I do
own the
too.
Expendables. I mean, I'm serious.
I mean, he's a bodybuilder. Then he ruled Hollywood, and then
Yeah.
he was
Ruled.
governor of
Fucking
California. It's just
ruled.
like the guy's a fucking champion.
Yeah,
I mean,
and believe me, if he was eligible,
to
he
like
would
him.
run for president if he was eligible. There's no doubt
he's
he
so
would.
awesome.
I thought it was so funny the way he was coming back at Trump with the.
Right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was so funny.
You
Made
want
me
to
laugh
fight?
so
I
hard.
fight you.
I'll fight you.
I fight you. He's got to drop the "I'll be back" like after every single speech and thing he says though. He's using that.
Well, it's
that
his callback.
He's using it a lot though. It's like every single time. Donald Trump, I'll be back. Just throws it
That's
in
pretty good.
everything. Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, I wasn't joking.
If I-
Nathan Lane, by the way.
You did meet Lathan.
Yeah.
Was he with?
I love how we just went back 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So, real short story.
He'll go back to 1997.
Super short story.
Go
We're
ahead.
at a deli. We were acting kind of foolish, and then on his way out, we see Nathan Lane. He goes, "Ah, ruffians!" And he
That's fucking great. That's so perfect.
best. The only reason I remember that, what's his name? Susan Sarandon's ex.
Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins.
Is because we rode the elevator together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I told them who he was because that's how I meet
Hey, you're
celebrities.
Tim Robbins.
I've had a couple different Tim Robbins sightings in L.A., and both times he comes off as like just a big dumb ham.
Yeah, he's just like
the first time I saw him, he was on a bike, and it was in downtown Santa Monica, and he was on a bike, and he was riding like this, his head up, so everyone can see it was him. I swear to God, it's just like, guy, come on.
That's so weird. You know, it's funny you say that because when he was playing hockey with the kids,
For real, was he doing that?
He really was.
His head was up, so everyone
really
could see him.
was.
Swear to God.
Well, he was just playing. I mean, it was obvious because there's a bunch of like 9-year-old kids on roller skates and Tim Robbins. By the way, in fucking gear. By the way,
Wow.
Like not just like,
but just a cutout of his face.
like no, no, he didn't have a helmet, but he had like shoulder pads
Yep.
and like and he was skating around like he's a huge hockey fan. But it was just weird to see that.
He
Like,
probably
saw-
is his character from Bull Durham.
Yeah, totally.
yeah.
I saw him again at like the Rose Bowl flea market too, and he's taller than everyone.
Yeah, he is really
and
tall.
You see his big head.
He
looking
just
around
stands
again,
out,
I
yeah.
swear to God, so everyone can look at him.
Yeah, you can't hide if it. There's two people like Tim Robbins is one. Another one who lives in Manhattan, which, you know, sometimes celebrities kind of want to go incognito and like walk around and not be bothered. I got it. Peter Dinklage is walking around Manhattan.
I've seen him a bunch of
He's-
times.
You got it's. I mean, there's no way he's not recognized every 2 goddamn seconds.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, you can't help it. And he walks like a huge dog. So he's like walking.
He's not very tall, so any dog would be pretty
we get that.
big.
Yeah, it looks like he's like
It's a
breeding,
Frenchie.
like
Yeah.
he's, like
Why-
he's, looks like he's breeding horses though when he's walking around with the dog.
He looks like a baby horse.
But like that's got, and then when I saw that, I was like, oh man, that's got like he's never gonna have privacy. And if anybody fucking deserves it,
I don't even
It's
have
Peter
privacy,
Dinklage.
and I'm not even
I
famous.
thought it,
has anybody ever?
People are like, "Hey, is this you? Sign for this package." Every time.
I know. Also, I met Dick Clark. That's
oh,
it.
you did?
Yeah.
Oh, Dick, can I show you
Yeah.
my dick?
And then
talking
when talking about the elevator, I met on the elevator Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz. that's
Fuck
a-
Dr. Oz.
Yeah, there's a-
Yeah.
Fuck Dr. Oz.
Yes.
Wow.
No, he's right.
He's a fucking scumbag.
Dr. Oz,
Oh, he is.
Dr. Phil,
Oh, yeah.
All
and
those
Dr.
fucking
Drew
dickheads.
are 3 exploitive, quote unquote,
Right.
doctors that I completely agree with.
Fucking hate those
He's just
guys.
he's very friendly though. That's it.
Yeah, I'm sure. But you know what? Dr. Drew pretends to
I didn't
take.
say anything.
He pretends to fucking give these
I'm
people
just-
rehab and want to help them from get off of drugs.
But let me
yet he
tape you.
exposes it
Yeah.
on television.
Fuck that guy.
Like obviously, if you're really a doctor and you really give a fuck about rehabilitating someone, the last thing that you want to do is expose them to the public in that state.
Dr. Oz is that asshole who like sells like fat loss pills to
Yeah,
people.
he does. Yeah,
And
right.
he's a fucking scumbag for it.
yeah, right on the show. I agree.
And you know what
He's
he
a piece
did?
of
And if
shit.
anyone ever does this on a show or anything, it's like total foul. He wore the fat suit and then
Oh,
went out
God.
in public so that he
Yes.
could feel
What it's like.
feel the rejection. It's like
Tyra
fuck
Banks
you.
did.
Really? Thank
Dr.
you.
Oz
Exactly.
did it.
Thank
I was
you.
fat
It's
in
like,
college.
yeah.
Like whatever. Fuck you.
That's such
You weren't
bogus.
fat.
I was
You
gross
were
in college.
chubby. You were not
No.
fat.
That's for me. That's pretty fat.
I feel like I've seen you grow
Let me
up.
put it this way. You know how I'm always like, oh, people that are balding should just shave their heads. The last guy who cut my hair put the part of my head, like the part on my hair, like to the side, and it looked like I was balding. I was losing my fucking mind. Like I'm very vain. I felt very fat.
Everybody.
I didn't know you went to college.
Yeah.
I'm super shocked. That's the part that's really throwing me off.
I dropped out if it makes you feel any
Yes.
better.
Okay, that
If
makes
it's what you
sense.
expected.
What did you go for when you went?
I went for like art.
Not even,
generic
Like
art.
fine art,
not even art, like art.
It was
Like
liberal
art.
arts. You could just do whatever you wanted.
You never showed up.
liberal
did you?
arts, or fine arts.
Nope, both.
Oh, shit. You sound like Beetlejuice now. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I
sure,
Yes.
I went. No, I minored in. So I went for liberal arts and then I transferred, and then by the time that I got into the program,
You went to business.
It was like time to drop out. Basically, I just fucking hated it.
You just fucking.
I got no. So it's a sad story. I had my portfolio ready to go. I was going to transfer schools. I was going to do illustrations. I hated fine art, and then I had a flood in my apartment. And my portfolio got ruined, and I couldn't get into that school I wanted to go to.
But you could draw more
Really?
stuff.
Couldn't do it
like-
again?
Oh yeah.
It would have been me spending another year doing it again. I just didn't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
I haven't drawn since.
Yeah, I mean it's probably for the best. Like there's not much of a.
The worst part is I
best.
got into the school, just not into the program I wanted.
Yeah. Well, you know why you got into the school.
You know what Arnold
The perks,
Schwarzenegger
Because I
would
was
say?
chubby.
They
Take off
do
your
it
ass.
exactly.
Just
They're
brush
like, this guy-
yourself off.
Because
Yeah,
I
the
was sick.
Schwarzenegger.
You should have dressed up like Andy Warhol and walked in.
Just put thin
Bumped
pizza on
into
my
me.
face. That guy looked terrible.
I didn't
He was a
know.
freak.
Yeah, he's a weird looking
Yeah, he
guy.
was a weird dude.
He's like Hellraiser if you remove the needles.
I don't know how many people like everybody who plays him plays him in a different weird way. Like
I
I've
was
seen-
on American Horror episode that had Andy Warhol.
I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the one with the
Who played it? Crispin Glover? Or I seen him play
No,
it?
the
or-
dude who played everything this last season.
Oh, I didn't see last
oh,
season.
the
I
last
didn't know you were on
season?
that
The
one.
guy who played Flash in.
I
I
haven't-
mean, the guy who played Quicksilver in one of the Marvel movies.
I wouldn't have
They
known.
had
Oh.
the really cool sequence, the original cool sequence. That dude played.
I didn't know you were on that one. Usually I catch all things Bannos.
I had a
must have
scene
missed that one.
with Lena Dunham. She comes in. I play a cop, a desk cop,
That's very cool.
a bored desk cop, and she comes in and she confesses to be the Zodiac killer, and she is. And I'm like, get the hell out of here. We get nuts in here all day. So
Man, get out of here with your white privilege.
Better watch it.
Yeah, there was a Warhol. He did it good too. Really whiny.
That's very cool. Yeah, I mean, look, there's so many.
Oh, and Hader
shows
did
or
it. Bill
flicks in
Hader
that.
did it in Men in Black. He did.
That's
he did
right.
Warhol.
I saw.
I was about to say I like the one where he's an alien.
Yeah.
It seems like it makes sense.
I thought Crispin Glover did a fucking really good. Like I don't know Andy Warhol, but he did a fucking good job. And it makes sense because he's weird anyway. Like you don't even need to really do much to.
Bowie played a good
just-
one.
Who? Would,
Bowie did too.
Bowie did too. That's true. He's also weird. He was a.
Well,
weird
he's also
dude.
dead.
Well, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
Okay.
not. That,
Wow.
We know.
I got a Crispin Glover story.
Go.
Like secondhand now. A dude I know went to high school with him, and they were both really nuts. And they would after school they would just for kicks they would go in. I think it was Crispin's house at a big house and turn off all the lights, complete darkness, and and each would walk around with a big knife in their hand just to see. if
What
they
would
bump
happen?
into each
Really?
other. Yeah, like, he was so
weird.
fucking
So weird.
High school, yeah.
Wow, that's weird. And he's an odd.
He
one.
could've
And the
gone-
other dude is fine. The other dude is
Could have
fine.
gone both ways. He could have been like a Unabomber, or he could have been Crispin Glover.
Oh, you might know the other. The other dude is Ken Daly, who plays Dungeons and Dragons with Posehn and the podcast where they all sit around and play Dungeons.
That
and
one I
Dragons.
don't know. We did a podcast like that where we played.
It
There's
was
a weekly
so
one like that.
fun.
That
It
was
was
fun.
fun.
We have
Yeah.
to do that again. We dressed up.
Nice.
Yeah, I was a wizard. Jarrett, you had a space cape on.
I don't remember. Yeah.
I just had my regular
think,
regular outfit. That is, I just wore my elf ears
I had a
Yes,
cape,
that's right. The
that I
elf
carry
ears.
around in
Yeah,
my
you
bag.
Had, you
But I
had,
think I had a hand-me-down
you had a
cape.
cape. Would you play too, right?
No, I didn't play.
You
No,
didn't?
Oh,
no,
that was
I
so
haven't.
fun.
You got to do the next one.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and Fortney was wearing cardboard.
yeah, that was the best one. So Chris Fortney, who couldn't make it to this one, he had he's like, I've been spending. He keeps writing me. I'm working on my costume. I'm like, what are you working on? He built a fucking full suit of armor, a helmet, and a fucking sword.
Wow.
With cardboard, and then wrapped it all in duct tape.
Yeah.
It was really
He
good.
is really.
No matter
That's
which,
devotion.
He
That's
dude,
He gets
Wow.
into it.
He fucking commits. When we did the karaoke
Wow.
episode,
He's always great. At
he one of the songs he sang was "You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman," and he went in and came out in a fucking wig and makeup.
With makeup,
he,
right.
And none of it, and it wasn't like this is dress up karaoke. You were all just
But
doing
he,
it,
that-
and
he
they
does,
came
yeah,
in.
but he always dresses up like.
I know.
Great.
He had to have cranked off in there after he put on the makeup.
Just
He
looking at
had
himself,
to
he
have.
might
Come
have.
on.
And
Oh,
he-
I thought you meant inside the cardboard armor. I hope he jerked off in that too.
Oh,
He might have. And then
duct tape.
Anne-Marie, Richard Castellan's wife, Anne-Marie, brought a mace, and she started fucking hitting him in the chest with the cardboard. You could watch if you go.
He
watch-
died.
Who did? No, he didn't die.
Chris.
He's all right. He died just socially. He's
Talk about a deadbeat dad to us.
I know, right? Once he had a baby, he can't come to the studio anymore.
Yeah.
I've tried.
Oh.
I've tried
Yeah.
to get him here a million times. Like he's become the white Big Mike in a lot of ways. But
No,
he's
there's no such thing.
yeah. By the way, all the fans. Steve, I don't think you ever met Big Mike. Maybe
Nope.
you did.
No, wait.
The black dude he was on the first like 20 or 30. You might have.
I might have smoked him up that
yeah,
night.
that could be. That would make sense.
I think so.
Yeah, that
Might have been
would-
Joe though.
That
would
night
make
when I
sense.
brought in all that, I brought in hash. I brought
Joe
all the
wasn't
stuff.
around.
Joe was later on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Steve comes in the second time we taped. Steve comes in and he's like, "Hey guys, you mind if I just roll this window and smoke?" So I thought it was a cigarette. He's fucking got a hash pipe. I'm like, "This guy's awesome." Like we went to town on it.
I had it all in my ass. I had everything. Pipes, hash, weed.
How much do you think you could actually put in your ass at the same time?
Oh my
A
god.
lot.
Like if you had to use it like luggage.
Nothing goes in
Like
there.
just out of curiosity.
Nothing goes in there. I'm
Nothing?
just. This is hyperbole.
Not even
Nothing
a,
goes
not
in
even
there.
a finger. Like during sex, you don't go.
Not
for
even a thumb?
Yeah.
No,
really.
nothing goes in
Because
there.
the thumb is not a finger.
Nothing wrong with it.
A thumb isn't a finger.
No, it's not.
It's a digit,
It's
but it's not a finger.
All right.
Thumb is not
a
a
bet
thumb
we're
is
all
not a
in
finger.
agreement.
Is the
you really
name
brought
of the
me
episode.
down.
I apologize.
What about when you get a colonoscopy? Like are you violently against having that? Like how
I've
against?
never had one.
Really?
Yeah, shut up.
No, I'm not gonna say
I've
anything.
never
I'm
had
just.
one. No. Nope.
What part of me did you think was gonna lecture you? Like you're like, yeah, shut up, don't lecture me. It's like I
Really?
know.
Oh yeah, because I haven't had a colonoscopy and I'm 72 years old.
Get out of here. Well, you first of all, you know, I totally get not going for medical procedures because I avoided them like the plague, and I still do. It's not
Yeah.
gonna change.
Oh my
it.
god, me too.
But what do you get? You same thing, right?
I just got my first primary care doctor in my life.
Just now?
Really?
The guy was like, "How do you have no blood work?" And I was like, "What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Wow.
me.
Why
You
would I
take
do
it.
that?" I said I've had an AIDS test, and he wasn't impressed.
Yeah, that's not the only thing. But one thing, you know what? Leah was giving me some shit for this, and rightfully so, is that almost everybody here in this room has lost weight. Steve lost a lot of weight. You lost a lot of weight. Leah's lost a lot of weight. Jarrett's lost a lot of weight. Franco, you mentioned before that you were heavier in
Lost a lot of
school.
weight.
You're always looking very trim.
PP's always been slender, and he's always been in good shape, but he's a fucking medical marvel, so I don't want to talk about that. But Leo was like, you know, all we talk about is that Rob lost weight, but I lost it. You're absolutely fucking
That was just
right.
really me being really insecure.
But
That was
you're
a moment.
right.
You don't need to call it back.
No, but you're right, because I thought about it. You think I just walk out of here and I'm like, ugh, and I forget. But I thought about it later. I'm like, she's so
I was like,
fucking
how come
right.
nobody else fucking gets compliments?
You're right. It's just like, but you were so right.
The rest of us busted a dick last
I didn't
year.
mean to open up a wound. I just wanted to give you. I just wanted to discuss it now. But like, so how much did you lose?
36 pounds.
Oh,
Really?
That's
wow.
more than I
Nicely
lost.
done.
That's
That's
fucking
good.
awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Very good.
36. So what did you do
I,
besides the crying?
I don't cry as much as I'd like to cry.
Really? Why not?
I'm just not it just won't come out of my face. You know what I mean? I'll feel upset and I'll recognize it as like a feeling, and I'll be like, oh, I think I feel sad.
It's not hungry.
That long walk.
Right? It's not hungry. I'm not angry.
The long walk to see William Dafoe.
And then it's like, oh,
William
and,
Dafoe.
and then I want to get it out, but I'm just
So
not.
what happens? You just like make the noise and nothing comes out of your
Yeah,
eyes?
I'll go. 'Cause I want that, but because I feel like it would be cleansing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I'm
it's
just not
true.
a.
You gotta watch the ending
Wow.
of My
She's
Girl
not a
more
cleanser.
often.
You know, I'm not gonna watch My Girl.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
We
You-
talked about that before.
Usually I
Yeah, which
do like a
movies?
sports
the movie with the bee.
Yeah, my girl was fucking sad at the end.
I didn't want. I Hoosiers. I always cry during Hoosiers.
Yeah.
But how many times can you watch Hoosiers?
Steve, you ever cried during movies?
The year that Terms of Endearment came out,
Yes, that was a fun.
I did not cry.
Really?
Really?
And then the next movie I saw was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and I was still crying in the fucking lobby. I swear to God, I'll never forget
Really?
it. I saw them back to back the same year.
That's so weird.
Terms of Endearment was
touches
nothing. I didn't see it coming and play. Everyone's, oh, I saw it coming. I didn't see it coming. It hit me in the face. John Candy's all around.
No shit. It's so weird. I'm trying to but although I have said in real life, I've maybe cried fucking 5 times in the last 25 years.
Wow.
But
you are a
watching
badass.
movies, no, it's just that's
yeah.
just what. But watching movies, like the weirdest shit sometimes. Like I'll like
tear
the
up.
one I always mention is Life is Beautiful. That fucking movie.
Oh yeah.
Every time I watch it,
I-
like no doubt about it.
I cried during the Tooth Fairy with Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but I think
weird
that
one.
was hormonal.
That I got-
it could be.
That I got made, or
I must have been going through something.
One of the other ones, like this, but the one of the other things that is weird, and we said this on the show when Dan Soda was on, is I cry more in movies during happy moments almost than sad.
Really?
Like I'll watch a terrible B ski
I can
movie,
see that.
and then at the end is all happy, and I just get like all like feeling good and
Really?
Yeah.
choked up, and like I guess everything kind of
Weird.
comes out. I don't know why. I don't bawl, but like I catch myself welling up.
Yeah, I
Like,
do the. I think when I get really sad, it's not my instinct to cry. I just sort of feel stricken.
Right, yeah,
But there's no
makes sense.
liquid. There's no.
No liquid coming
I'm
out.
not gonna have. Yeah,
That's strange.
it's not
though.
related.
Oh, yeah.
But I could see that. Because I could see like you would be so emotionally almost frustrated that you couldn't even get to that.
Yeah, I feel
point.
backed up.
Yeah, but you need like a good like hour cry.
I just need. Yeah,
You need something.
I need to rub out a good cry.
What could what could trigger it for you?
Hit your hand with a hammer.
That
Yeah, but
might
that's
do
not
it.
the same kind of cry.
it's
That's
different.
just like a
Yeah.
Yeah,
reactionary.
you just
Yeah.
need to
No,
take an
You can't-
emotional
no,
shit.
Don't
From a
don't
movie.
dig for something and make yourself.
No, you
cry.
don't wanna
That's
do that
not a
either.
good thing to do. Don't do that.
No.
You just gotta wait till it happens.
Wait till a friend
Right.
gets
How many
hit by
peo-
a bus.
How many people here have gone to therapy?
In life?
To an actual
we're all
therapy?
raising our hands.
No.
No, I didn't raise
Audio.
mine. You,
No.
not you.
No,
Never.
That
I probably
that
needed worse
explains
than
a lot.
everyone in the room.
That explains a lot.
no, you know, never.
So
have.
you guys have? You haven't?
No, never.
No, I don't want to talk to
That's
somebody.
why-
I'll just come.
That's why they can't cry.
that's how I handle it. I'll come. So when did you go?
In high school?
Yeah. Oh, like, but not a
I
guidance
was
counselor,
like,
like a
no, I was
therapist.
like a little depressed.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's tough.
You
being
need
a
to talk
teenager.
to somebody.
Yeah.
What about you, Jared? Recently, or I mean,
Thursday.
if you don't, what happened Thursday? Oh,
You
so
go
you still
Thursdays?
go?
Still go.
He's
You
still
still
in
go.
therapy.
Do you still go or no?
Yeah, I've been with the same woman since when after I moved back after my mom's car accident. I just couldn't fucking get back into
Yeah.
life, and I went to an intake and I got this woman. I've had her ever since.
That's
Wow.
good.
And we do like pragmatic shit to deal with like obsessive thoughts and like.
and you don't cry in the therapy either.
No, she'll even bring it up. She'll be like, that you could feel sad about that, and I'm like, I don't know why. I really don't know why I
Like
would.
she's trying it. She's like, man, I can't crack this nut. She's like,
I was like, and cry in public like some kind of fucking pussy. No, I don't think so.
It's like you're like Ma Joe, just like nothing
I
will
don't
stop you.
yeah, I don't know how. Look,
Wow,
it's
that's
all.
amazing.
But she's a great therapist. Like, because I thought it would be more like, oh, when you were, but it's not. It's just like retraining your brain how to like how you're getting in your own way. You know what I mean? And
So how long you been
enjoying your
going?
life. I've been with her for what year is it? 2018.
18.
7 years, 6 years.
Really?
It's as long as you've been doing this show. Is that any coincidence?
That's when she started
Very
therapy.
coincidental.
Yeah, it makes sense. Starting to figure it out now. Yeah, look, man, it's everybody's got their own way of dealing
Yeah,
with
so
shit.
I like mine. She's rad.
Well, it's
Yeah?
nice to have somebody to talk to outside of you.
How long? How long have you been doing it?
A while. And this is my third therapist, but she's rad as hell.
What makes you want to change, or did they fire you? Like, what makes you want to change therapist?
It like if I'm still having like diarrhea mouth and talking like a crazy person most of the time, I feel like maybe this isn't helping as much as I should. And then, you just kind of like want to change the pace. It's like if I talk to you about something for a while and then I want to get Leah's opinion, and I like Leah's opinion better, it's like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should talk to Leah more.
That
often.
makes sense.
I went through multiple therapists.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're like, people, they say stuff and you're like, oh, you're like a wounded healer. Like you're fucked up.
Yeah.
You're more fucked up than me. And I'm not taking your fucking advice on anything because you need to get your shit together.
Ooh. Wow.
You know what I mean? But you can't say that to them. You're just
No,
like,
I've
I
never-
need to
I can see
leave
that.
before you have a fucking meltdown.
That's why I'm reticent to do it. It's just like who's gonna?
I know, like,
You got to find the right one.
right.
I know, like sometimes, like if I'm in a position where I have like shit on my head all the time, like right now, like I have something on my head all the time.
You
And
mean
I think
in your
about
head
it.
or on your head? Because
No,
on your
both.
head.
I have
is-
no hair, no. No, like
You have nice hair.
Thank you.
That's bullshit.
It goes with the shirt.
Thank you.
You have very nice hair.
But yeah, like if there's something that I can't get out of my head, I think about that something. Maybe I should talk to somebody. But then,
Like, wait a minute. Like what? Like what?
I
Like
gotta
something
wanna-
harmful? Something that you can hurt yourself?
it's just
Something you can hurt
that's-
someone else?
Something that's bothering.
bothering
me. Let's
him.
just say it's bothering me. Let's just leave it at that.
I can leave if you want me to.
I know he's
have
right
to be
here.
here.
He's
You
right
know,
here.
And I send them a picture of you, and I'm like, what can I do about this? And they just text back, yeah, just put him down. Put him down.
I think super helpful to have somebody.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? In a strange way, and this is gonna sound fucking crazy, but this is my
your
therapy, in
therapy.
a weird way.
Oh yeah.
I totally buy
Without
that,
a
of
doubt.
course.
Like this is I'm on a high plane when I do this show. I don't know why. It's just fun, and I love you guys, and it's good. And what were you gonna say?
So we should start charging $100 an hour.
Gotcha.
I was
Cracks
thinking, what
himself up.
I don't know what people do. Like when I get really upset and have a stand-up set, I just go and like for the first 10 minutes of my set, I just yell, and then I don't even know what people who can't work out an issue.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe that's why you never really cry because
'Cause I get it, I'm getting it all out.
You get it all out.
That's it.
See,
That's why we cry.
How much money did we just save?
We don't get it out.
It'd be nice to cry, though. I feel like that
It's
seems to
great
be like
to
a nice
cry.
thing when people cry and then they look refreshed.
You don't look
Yeah, but-
refreshed. You look like shit, but like it's a good.
Oh
shit.
yeah, you're right.
But like it is a good shit. It's like that.
It's one of those satisfying shit.
And you know those people that just start crying while you're talking to them because they're just so in the moment, and you're like, oh, you're feeling that.
You're getting it all over
but-
me too.
But then
like,
you also want to be like, you could control that a little bit.
Totally.
Take it home.
Yeah.
Do it in the fucking corner in the dark.
I agree.
Like
That's-
you have some fucking pride in yourself.
yeah, that's actually been
You
the
know what,
reason. I've
Leah?
broken
You
up
should
with
be a
you.
therapist. That's what you should do. What do you?
I would actually be a really good therapist. I'm very.
Would that be advice? Go fucking. In the
No,
corner.
I mean, depending. Some people I feel like cry because they don't want to take responsibility for their actions, so they make you feel guilty, and that shit does not fly with me. I've had, and I hate to say this because I trust all women, but I feel like that's more of a habit that women have, where they'll be like, you're upset about something, so then they act upset, and then all of a sudden your upset thing that they did is now you having to make them feel better, and you're like, I'm not gonna fucking be a part of this.
Yeah, it's a different level.
What are your office hours?
It's not just.
I do nights if you want to come in on nights.
Do you
and,
dress in leather when you talk to me?
I don't wear leather because I get rashes easily.
That's right.
All right.
And you don't.
I have a very hot ass.
And,
I
you
can't
don't,
wear
and you
leather.
don't wear nothing when you're riding in a car with leather.
No, it's so bad for your vagina.
So, like, if you sit in
I'm glad you listened to that. Somebody tried to turn the fucking seat heater on the other night when I was in a car, and I was like, "Get that shit off! You got to fuck up my pH."
Really?
So wait, if I'm giving you a ride somewhere and my car has leather seats,
She takes it
You
off.
would have to take your pants
I
off.
would take my. I don't like to go on long car trips with pants on. It seems ridiculous.
So you've done car trips with no pants on.
yeah, you just take your pants off.
No, like I get like you're
has to-
comfortable.
It has to touch the leather.
I like to just
Cracking himself
fucking
up over you.
hit my vag on a nice leather. That's how I like to live my
It
life.
does feel nice. I don't have a vag, but I would assume like
If you did, it would be leathery.
it certainly would be abused because I would just fucking wail on it 24/7.
Why are you punching it, bro?
I just
I
really
feel
like
so,
it, man.
I feel so sad for your vagina.
I just really like it.
It's not a vagina, those are shaps.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I would constantly.
Looking like a T-bone steak.
I would.
I don't know why
thing.
that. I just got so hungry when you said
I
that.
know.
Would you? So
You're gonna give her a lift home.
are we talking just in panties, or are we talking about?
You know,
just...
it honestly depends on whose car I'm in. Come on.
Okay, no, I get that. All right, so let's say the most comfortable car you're in, you're panties free as well.
I think I would wear cotton panties.
Okay, but pants, because I know, like, I have a leather couch, and
It's so
especially in the
uncomfortable.
summer. See, I disagree.
When she was in my car,
the
she
s-
kept everything on.
She did. She
Yeah.
was in your car.
Yeah.
You drove me
riding
home from your house.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Well,
Oh
I
my
mean,
God,
look at
you're-
yourself.
what a-
Obviously,
what a
She
brave-
does
That's also
everything.
not a long car trip.
No, it's short.
What a brave soul you are, Leah, to get in the
Yeah,
car.
to get in
You're
the
a
car
good
with me.
driver.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna make a
Thank you.
stop here in the woods.
Oh, I don't mind that. I just hate people that turn their wheel when they turn their head. Jesus. I've been on a road trip with somebody before, and I was like, "Girl, you gotta fucking pull over. You can't. I can't fucking drive with
Oh
you. I'm
my
gonna drive.
God.
You drive like shit. Drives me crazy.
Again.
But I don't care if you pull over in the woods. Just obey the traffic laws.
Yeah, you know what? Pee-Pee would pull over in the woods, and Leah would be the one to come out. That's exactly what would happen. What happened to Pee-Pee?
Good. Do you remember when she first started? Everybody was intimidated with that.
Why? I'm so.
I don't know.
When she first
So
started.
friendly.
When she was first on the show, everybody was very intimidated.
Well, I'll tell you why.
Stop it.
Well, I'll tell
Yes.
you why. And
Yes.
And despite that, though, like I told you early on, you were on one episode, and I texted you right afterwards. I'm like, come back as much
We
as
had
you want.
so much fun.
We did, and the reason why is because Leah will call us out on our fucking bullshit, and we may not like it.
They
when
have a
it's-
lot of misogyny
Yeah,
issues.
we may not like it. We don't, but jokingly we do. We don't. We don't, and you should know your place. but you know, so Leah like will call us out on our fucking bullshit. So it and sometimes it's uncomfortable. But I said that to you right away. I said I love that you call us out on our bullshit.
Yeah.
So there are times like I'll start going on a rant and she'll just fucking put the brakes on it right away, and she's right. And at the time I don't think she's right, and I'm like, why are you killing my buzz? But then I listen back, I'm like, that was fucking brilliant. Like so we need somebody like that.
We need somebody who's no fun, and that's what I'm.
No,
here
that's
for.
not true. You fucking no.
I think we also the first time we talked about sci-fi movies.
And smart.
That's
yes.
well, the first time
Oh, thank you.
I actually we were both guests on another show is how we met.
Right, it
And
wasn't
who-
with Jesse May Peluso,
Jessime Peluso, me, you, and whose show was
Katie
it?
Hannigan.
Katie
It was somebody
Hannigan.
else's show, and they were gone.
Yeah. No, was it Katie Hannigan? I don't think it was Katie. I know who Katie is, and I don't think she was on it. But anyway,
And then we
it was
talked
definitely
about
Jessime. And I left that taping. It was me and 4 women, and it was Kelly Festuca was one of them too.
yeah, Kelly Festuca.
Right. So it was me and
I
4.
think it was Robert Kelly.
No, she was guest hosting it. That's what it was.
And I'm pretty sure we talked about sci-fi movies most of the time.
And I was probably just there to work the equipment, and I just wound up being on the show. But anyway, so when it was over, I walked out of there just thinking, I got to get Leah on the show. Like, that's what I thought. Like, just you. And no disrespect to any others, but I was like, Leah's fucking perfect. And it worked out. Look how
See?
long.
Yeah.
still haven't cried? It's
You
been
stole my
beautiful.
heart.
Are you gonna
Are
cry?
you charmed
Is that
right
going to
now?
be your goal now? To get
No,
her to
I hope
cry?
I cry.
Yeah, I actually have I have another goal that I want to do, but I can't tell Leah because it'll ruin it. So
What?
no, I can't because it's a bit that involves you, but you can't know what's happening.
Are you going to produce my
I'm
comedy
going to have
special?
to wait another 20 episodes now before I do it.
I think he's going to produce my comedy special. Is that what you were going to say?
You want somebody talented to produce your comedy special?
No, I
They-
don't. You got that wrong.
You asked me to be your manager at one point.
Yeah, I keep, I just want you in my life, Rob.
Well,
We have so much fun.
I know. And she texted me again the other day. Her and Andrew from Happy Never After.
Oh,
She-
Rob got
she
real
te-
sensitive.
I didn't. You thought I did.
No, we
So
did.
It's how text messages get misconstrued. So her and Lori go out, and they were trying to do a show, a pilot of a show for to play on here. I don't know, for the network, whatever you want to do, but whatever it is. And
Rob is very against it.
so they send me a text message. It's the 2 of them together, and they just send me 2 middle fingers, and it says Leah and Lori give Rob the finger. So I thought it was very funny, and I put it up. And then she's with Andrew, and they send me a picture, and Andrew's doing a
This
peace
was
sign,
yesterday.
and Leah's giving me the finger. So I text back, and my tone of voice was, if I would have said it, would have been like, I'm not feeling all these middle fingers lately. But you read it.
I read it as-
you thought I was upset.
I'm not feeling all these middle fingers.
Oh my god!
And
that's
I was
hilarious.
like, Rob, I'm
So-
so sorry. I didn't know you were so sensitive
Yeah,
about
I'm like, what are you-
fingers.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Dude, you got an emoji after every sentence.
I
Yes.
know.
Really
It's so
simple.
bad. I know.
Winking.
I know.
I was like, oh my God, he's going through something.
my
Although,
God,
wait a
that's so
minute.
funny.
I think I did put ha-ha in front of it, though.
Did you
Yeah,
put
but it
in
sounded like a
front of
But it was
it?
more like ha ha.
No, wait, hold on.
Yeah, it was like, ha, ha.
No, yeah, okay. So first of all,
Can we get a
here-
couple different reads of that laugh now?
here's the picture. Right? So it's Leah giving me the finger and Andrew's giving me the peace sign, right? And that was the picture, and it says, we wanted to say hello. And here it is. I said, ha ha, I'm not feeling the middle fingers lately. I mean, that doesn't, the ha ha should be enough.
Depends.
No, the ha ha goes after. I'm not feeling the middle of the fingers. Ha ha
And then wait.
I can totally see.
So wait, hold on. So here,
I'm
here,
not
wait.
feeling it, asshole.
ha. Oh, then
wait.
he wrote, fuck you in a loving way.
No.
That still sounds sensitive.
No, I didn't say that to you. You're reading it out of context. What did I say?
You said translation,
Go
fuck
back.
you in a loving way.
Wait, go back. Then you said we tried to balance it out. One finger, one peace sign. So I said the translation would be "fuck you in a loving way," combining the middle finger and
No.
the peace sign.
Translation: fuck you in a loving
And
way.
then you sent it, and I said again, "Ha, perfect," right?
Right, because I redid it, and at this point you realized that you were behaving like a little bitch,
I wasn't.
and you had to fucking
Oh my
get your
God!
shit
Look at
together.
the text. How fucking dare you?
Because then we were like,
I should've never
said
brought you
to
back to the
Andrew, I
show.
was like, Andrew, Rob's being
You're not
sensitive. We
gonna
gotta
win.
resend
Oh,
it.
I hope you didn't do that because that's so
I said,
fucking wrong.
I said, am I triggering you?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I I'm sorry if the finger thing triggered you. So you might have been kidding too. But I'm like, are you kidding? Why the hell would that trigger me? Like I was kidding too. So I don't know. Did you really think that, or were we just
When
fucking-
you said, "Are you kidding?" Why? Then I got it. But
Oh,
before
okay,
that, I
alright.
thought you were like.
And then I sent her a
Upset.
middle finger just to show her I'm all right with it.
And then I thought you were upset. I didn't want to upset
I'm not
you.
that type of. If anybody fucking rags on myself, nobody does it more than me. Well, at least in front of
Well,
me.
I want to give you the opportunity to feel sensitive if you want to feel sensitive.
wanna feel
I
sensitive.
support a sensitive man.
I don't want to feel sensitive.
I feel like men, you have to hold in your feelings your whole lives, and then you need to have an
I'm
opportunity
not that
to
guy.
be sensitive.
No. I'm a heart on my sleeve kind of guy. I don't hold in my feelings.
Okay.
I'd just like to point out that
I think that's why Axl Rose was so nice to you.
Maybe he thought I was.
He was like,
sensitive.
"This man is gentle."
He's gonna cry.
You
What do
saw
want?
your heart on your sleeve.
He was like, "I'm gonna sing I Think About You."
Hey, I don't fuck. I'm proud about that. I don't give a fuck. Fucking proud of it. Fuck you, Franco.
What? Whatever.
The way you
man.
look at me, man.
I don't know. The only person that makes me upset is myself.
Yeah, but you're a different kind of guy. Like you're the kind of guy who would go and cut. Like that's your thing.
Like
you,
cut
yeah,
glass?
like you would cut yourself. Like that's your. I could see you. Like if you came in
here?
with
No,
Cut
you-
yeah, if
glass.
you came in with
Up here?
cuts, yeah, if you came in with cuts on your arm, I would be like, yeah, that makes sense.
What a nice
Wow.
thing for him to say, isn't it? That is.
I don't think so.
You know what?
That's a mensch.
I think if I weren't so enamored with myself, I would probably say that's true.
he's basically saying if he saw you practicing making knots with extension cords, he'd be like, "That's fine. I expect that."
No, I would support him. Usually
No.
before he throws the extension cord over the beam, he usually does reach out to me.
You know what it is?
Do people use extension cords to kill themselves?
I mean, I think it would be the best way, right?
I would probably
Just-
go toaster in the tub.
I would do outdoor though, because
I feel like the knot would slip.
It's to me, it's like
Yeah,
I don't know where to
extension.
actually
Yeah.
buy a rope, just like long
You
rope.
don't know where to buy a rope?
Yeah.
A fucking hardware store.
Actually, no, the
Do they
move-
just have like a rope?
Nah,
yeah.
the move is the
Home
belt.
Yeah.
Depot.
Yeah.
What are you talking
The
about
belt,
right
the
now?
belt is the move now.
No, the belt is the move if you want to
There was
get
a few
yourself
people
off
that did
Yeah,
it with the belt.
mightily.
Some people go, oh, like
Can I
Michael
do
Hutchins.
both though?
You can.
Get myself off and then.
All right,
in
so
the
let's
process?
since
What are you
we're
talking about, like keratin?
since we're somber
Yeah.
already. So
In a
if you,
Batman outfit?
if you were gonna end it, how would you do it, Pee-Pee? How would you do it?
Ooh.
Maybe take pills.
I would put my cock in my own ass until I bled to death.
That's a good idea.
What would you do?
Maybe take pills.
That's a good one.
Maybe take
Yeah.
pills
Seems the
sounds
most
like an
comfortable.
adult thing. Yeah.
That's a good one.
You have to get anti-throw up pills first. People fuck that up.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise your body tries to save you. Your body will throw up the pills. So you have to take anti-throw up pills
I
first.
fucking love throwing up.
Why do you love throwing up?
I love throwing up. It was the best
Really?
feeling. If you're really that
Oh,
drunk
no.
and it's the only
Hey,
thing
Steve,
that helps.
you-
Oh, I
Oh,
can
but
Ralph.
that-
I can make
but that
myself
helps.
Ralph in a
I
fucking
love
second.
puke.
But he
Yeah.
loves it though.
No,
No,
I
I
don't
can-
love. I don't like get up
No.
and go like, oh, can't wait to vomit.
Doesn't
But
it
like,
hurt
But
your
when you're
throat?
done, it's just like,
oh,
You
it's
feel
done.
better
It's
by the time
over.
next
Oh,
time.
Yeah.
Have you ever thrown up sober?
That process and
It's
smell.
like the worst thing ever.
Oh, like you mean like race out of the nose?
No, I mean like
oh, when you're sick.
Not
Yeah.
from alcohol.
Oh,
When you're
no.
sick.
oh, it's horrible.
You
I've,
never
I've
thrown
been
up?
like I've had like stomach poisoning
Yeah,
and thrown
yeah.
up,
yeah.
but like that doesn't feel great. But throwing up when you're drunk, which I am all the time, feels fantastic.
You know, I want to. I might as well ask you this on the fucking show. That you've made a lot of references to the fact you've been drunk a lot, and the Sean Avery episode, like you're like, I have to drink. Like you really were like fired up that you needed
Oh
to
no,
drink.
it's not that. It's just it's been like a stressful.
Because like
we
if
just
you got
moved,
a thing,
so like
if
yeah.
there's a thing, I need to know.
What are you talking about?
I'm like, if this is a thing,
What,
like,
me
the
having a drinking
like, are you
problem?
drinking all the time?
Not like all the time. I'm not like drunk at work, but like I am
Okay.
drinking after work most of the time.
Okay,
It's
so
fun.
like
It's
you're,
fun. It's sexy. You know, I'm having a good time. Leave me
sexy.
alone.
All the commercials would lead you to believe that, right?
yeah, it's fun. It's true.
It won't be fun when I get fat, but until then,
I don't think you're getting fat.
Give
No,
me the
I'm not.
ratio though. Give me like how
like drinks. I've had
How
3
many-
drinks so far today.
like on any given night when you leave, Steve, no disrespect.
The thing is, it's
Bannos,
not
but
every
you're not
night.
the kind of judge what's good and what's not. It's like, yeah, all right.
No, it's not like every night, but like some days you're stressed. You're like, I'm gonna go grab a drink, and then one drink becomes like 6.
So what's your average? If I
If you were to
average it,
if you were to spread it throughout a week, it'd probably be like 2 drinks a night.
that's all right. That's more leisurely than anything.
Yeah,
else.
but it also only happens 3 times a week, so you're talking about 4 to 6
okay.
drinks.
So why don't we
Yeah.
discuss that?
Yeah.
Blackout every time?
No. I have. So here's the thing. I get drunk really quickly, but I do have. I can continue drinking for long periods of time.
What do your drinks have a lot of fruit in them?
No. It's usually just tequila and beer.
Ooh.
Tequila and beer together, or like separately?
One or the other, or both at the same
So
time.
you have a beer and you dump a tequila.
Yeah, and I'm fucking sick of bartenders giving me limes for those. Limes go in beer, not in tequila.
But why didn't you tell them that?
You don't want to be rude.
No, you could just say it in your order when you get it. Hey, I like a beer.
Well, if they give me the
tequila,
lime.
no lime, thank you.
If they give me the lime, I'll put it in the beer.
I
have to
dig
say
the
it like
lime.
that?
Like I'm a Jack and Coke guy. I dig the lime in it.
You do look like a Jack and Coke.
I-
I
You
like
are
I like
fun.
lime on my tacos.
I do too.
Well, yeah,
A little
that's true.
radish.
I like that idea.
That's good.
Steve, what were you drinking at the when we had dinner? You were drinking
Kerosene?
like Malibu. And,
They didn't have Myers. I
Ma-
wanted a Myers and Coke, and they didn't have
yeah.
Myers.
so then you had a Malibu and Coke.
So
I think,
I go the white bottle.
yeah, right.
He didn't
The white
even
bottle.
know his own bar. And I went, the white bottle, keep going. That white bottle, he picks it up. Malibu, yeah, that's what I have.
He knew what he was doing too, because he kept bringing the drinks. Like you didn't ask for him. He didn't ask us. I would look down and there'd be another Jack and Coke, and all of a sudden, I don't know if it was 3 in, I was like, I think I need to stop. Like internally, I was like, I need to chill.
Yeah, I've
You sound like a bitch.
You know.
I
Thank you.
I never
Spoken
stumbled.
like a true fucking alcoholic.
I never stumbled into a premiere before. That was fun.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were walking lightly, but I didn't know if you were
I
just
always
excited.
I'm a little light in my loafers.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were just excited.
You can tell I'm drunk if one of my eyes gets wonky.
Is that what happened?
Me too.
But Steve, were you literally like hammered during the premiere, or like buzzed?
Mhm.
You were.
Nothing wrong with that. Some things you do better when you're drunk.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess.
much friendlier when I'm drunk.
Like keep in mind, like let me frame this. He's in the premiere that he's going to see.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, all right. I'm just making making a point.
I mean, like, here's the thing. If it were up to me, I'd probably do Coke all the time. But I don't, because I don't like sinus infections.
Is that what Coke gives you?
Yeah.
I don't know, I've never done Coke.
Yeah, they just
I
give
mean,
you
well,
sinus
I've done it a long time ago, and I just hated it.
Okay, Mother Teresa.
My nose is too big. I don't even smoke weed.
I
again.
can't. I don't really like doing
No
drugs.
more?
Nope.
I don't smoke cigarettes. I
I
don't
did
smoke
for a
weed.
little bit for like a small window after the surgery, but now I stopped.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Pills?
Smoking weed
You stopped?
Yep.
Oh, all right.
for now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Otherwise, I'll have to remove half your nose.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Like I had a couple of Jack and Cokes. I was feeling good. It was a good time.
That's the thing is, as long as you know what your limit is. And then here's the thing too.
I do. I know when to
Some
stop.
nights you just want one drink,
Mhm.
and there are nights where I'm just like, I'm just gonna have a beer, go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, go to sleep.
Yeah. Well, oddly enough, when I smoke, I do drink. I have a higher tolerance to alcohol. But when I just drink,
That feels weird.
couple of drinks.
That's
That's it.
enough.
What are you doing? You guys.
I don't know what's happening. I was trying to be supportive.
Were you touching
Yeah, it's Mahala.
Leah?
Yeah. Anyway,
Is
doesn't
you
matter. Whatever.
What did you say?
Mahala.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
He wasn't touching. It wasn't inappropriate.
Oh, okay. No, it wasn't like Defoe.
Listen,
It wasn't like a
Well, it wasn't
Defoe.
Defoe.
Okay, no problem.
No, I'm scared.
Don't be.
Don't
it's all
need
good.
to-
It's all gonna
Don't
be
need
okay.
to put my hands on a stranger.
One
I'm
thing.
really ashamed of it.
before
This was a long time ago.
why should you be ashamed? You think he's still telling the story now?
No, it's just nobody wants to be touched in public.
I don't know.
What if he was like,
wouldn't
next
mind
time,
it.
just spit on me?
spit in my mouth? That'd
Spit
be
in my
great if he
mouth.
said spit in my
That'd be
mouth.
amazing.
It would have made my day.
I'm such a fan of his. Can you spit in my fucking
Just
mouth?
spit in my
Hey.
Would you do it?
That sounds like more
spit
fun.
on him? Of
You
course.
spit in his mouth if you want.
Why would I not spit in his
Yeah,
mouth?
what kind of question is that,
Really
Rob?
good
What are you,
question.
an idiot?
I would have spit in Susan
fucking
Sarandon's
narc.
mouth.
Have you not seen his character in Wild at Heart with
I
the
have.
fucking teeth? That's like the best character ever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Who,
think
Bobby
about it.
Peru?
yes,
Yeah, it's a good character.
such a
fuck
good
up teeth.
character.
Franco's got some swag going today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You feel
like,
good?
yeah, that's
Feel
right.
nice. You know why? Because I put a kitty door in my closet, so now I don't have to smell litter anymore.
In the
I mean,
closet.
if that doesn't make somebody's day.
I know,
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
true.
It's those little things.
You know, you
No,
could
I totally
also
understand what you're saying.
You could also clean the box.
Nicely done.
No,
another
but
thing.
it still smells in the house. But if you put
Really?
it, yeah, we got like solid wooden doors
Oh,
in our
okay.
new place. We have marble floors.
Where do you live?
In Brooklyn?
What part of Brooklyn?
In Bed-Stuy.
You have marble floor.
Off the
Marble floors.
which
Are you
which
like an
Bed-Stuy?
Are you an
off
Italian
the Jeep.
grandmother?
Off the Jeep.
No, I'm a Sicilian man from some out-of-state area.
You know what you look like right now? I don't know. You look like Super Mario to me. I don't know. It's just in
Every
my-
time.
Just right now.
Wake up in the morning,
must-
look in the mirror. I'm like, time to go into a pipe, eat a mushroom, go to work.
Oh boy. So I got I talked about this a couple of months ago, and now it's finally going to happen. We have the guy that did the tour of the dark web.
Oh,
He's
coming?
He's coming in June.
Sounds like a narc.
Really?
So Steve, I went to this thing for work where this guy's a forensic analyst for cybersecurity, and he worked for the government, and he worked for the CIA, and he started to give these demonstrations about how easy it was to hack a small town. He went through the process and got to the point where he could shut off their fucking water supply.
Oh my God.
He showed the dark web. He showed websites where you can buy credit cards, you can buy fucking guns, you can buy human fucking beings, all of this shit. So
It's fucking rad.
as soon as it was done,
It's terrifying.
Franco, save up. But as soon as it was done, I asked him to come on the show, and he's not from New York. And he's like, next time I get to come to New York, so he's coming in June. So I'll get the date for you guys, but he's definitely coming. So
that sounds fucking rad.
it's gonna be fucking.
Not the existence of it is insane.
I'm telling you, dude,
Yeah.
it's exactly that. You're like, whoa. When he was showing the credit cards, he went on his website to show how you can, obviously when you buy credit cards, you want to get a credit card
That
in
works.
your neighborhood, because then it doesn't put up a flag. Like if I use my card here and then 10 minutes later it's used in California,
Yeah.
they're going to stop the
Sure.
charge. So he asked the audience, just give me a random town in the middle of nowhere. And somebody yelled out of town.
Boise, Idaho.
It was even more middle of nowhere than that. It was like I've never heard of it. It was like somewhere in Dakota.
Saskatchewan?
And he put the address in. We'll do geography later. He put the address in, and there were hundreds of credit cards just from that area alone. That's how many there were. And you can pick the expiration date. You can pick what type it is, and you check out to cart, and there's a guarantee. If the card doesn't work, they'll give you 2 more cards. And
Jesus.
it was
Crazy.
like Amazon. And then he goes to the fucking drug site, and you can order heroin and all and I don't mean
How does
slice
it
up.
delivered?
I guess I don't know how they ship it, but
PayPal, shipping,
that's a question for Mark when he comes
UPS.
on. Yeah.
To a P.O. box.
Yeah, I don't know how, but so then he goes to the weapon site,
why don't
and
you
when I
help?
say weapons, not only guns without serial numbers, fucking rocket launchers, like actual rocket launchers they were selling on the site. It was unbelievable. So he's gonna come here. I'll have somebody run the cameras because he's gonna throw a lot up on the screen.
Yeah.
So
It must
we
be
can
awesome
see.
to work IT for the black web.
Oh my god, dude.
Must be terrifying though. You might
He's-
lay awake at night knowing how quickly the
Yeah.
world's gonna
Oh,
end.
dude, I
Exactly.
tell
My
you,
God.
like, it was the most interesting thing I've sat through. I was blown away by it.
Do you think
Yeah.
we could put my credit cards up there and somebody pays them off? Would it
No,
work?
I don't think it works
Does it
that
work
way.
the
No.
other way?
It works the other way. To
So-
put more on it.
You should create a white web, like the complete opposite
Does
version.
anybody
of
want
that.
to Patreon this fucking credit
Go
card?
into
Pay it
the-
off.
Go to the light web. And
I
pay
had to
my
get
credit
I had to
cards.
get an emergency fake tooth. That went on the fucking card.
So you had to get one. That's tough.
That sucks.
It's
Yeah.
fucking $4,000.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
$4,000.
Yeah.
So wait, you needed the post, the crown. Did you have to get an implant too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
expensive.
That always
That's
just
a lot.
reminds me of Job.
Job.
And from the Bible.
Oh yeah, no, from Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Which,
I
by
was
the
like, I
way,
don't remember that Bible
This
story.
motherfucker was in Arrested Development, by the way.
Yeah.
I gotta remember the scene. Gotta
It's
remember the scene.
Buster climbing the wall, in the army. He was the drill sergeant.
Sergeant Carter.
My
Pick him up, put him down, pick him
Yeah.
up, put him around here.
With-
Yeah.
best comedy of all time, in my opinion. I think it's
That was
or
good.
not. Larry Sanders is up there, but I think that's number 1 for me.
Yeah.
I just do. I think it's fucking
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. As Kara's parents would say, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have him come. We'll throw things up on the screen. Speaking
be
of that,
good.
We'll have nightmares.
every
Yeah.
episode is now filmed, so you can see how sexy Steve Bannos is on camera right now. So
Great jacket.
Yes.
Love.
So go to
Oh, and this.
youtube.com/the whole podcast. Every new episode is filmed, and not just clips, the entire thing beginning to end we have them filmed.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're putting them on there too. And on YouTube, yes, wave to the camera. So I want to thank everybody too, because on YouTube we have passed 1.2 million downloads for this show specifically, not RiotCast, just this show.
That's
pretty
amazing.
rad.
1.2 million, and the audio podcast is over 1.8. So we're almost at about 3 million total
Really?
downloads.
That's a lot.
For this show, which is impressive, right, people?
Show
Yeah.
sucks
It's all
now.
because of you.
Yeah,
Show sucks now. That's
Have-
damn right.
Have you taken your Viagra?
I haven't taken
No,
it.
it was mine.
Did you
No.
give it to him?
It's just sitting in
No,
a
he
drawer.
had it. I
You
told
got
him,
some?
I told him I'll give him Cialis.
Yeah, but it's just sitting
What's
in
the
a drawer.
difference between Viagra and Cialis? Just the.
Cialis lasts longer.
Yeah, it lasts longer.
Gotta get
Why
some
would you need
Cialis.
it?
So you could do deep
Do
dick
you not
and
get
longer.
hard immediately?
We had this conversation last time. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
It was fucking interesting.
It was when Walker was on, but it's okay. We can.
No,
so-
no, it's interesting. You go do it.
But certain ones have different side effects.
Go do it.
Like
Dance monkey.
I tried Viagra, and I would get very hot and flush. And Cialis, I don't
You know
have
why? Because it's loosening the fucking arteries you have all fucked up.
all of them? Like
Have you taken it, Steve? Viagra or
But-
Cialis? Which one?
That. Which one?
Or both?
Viagra.
You like it?
No, I don't like any of it. But it's like, yeah, you do feel flush.
You do.
You crush it into a screwdriver.
But-
Delicious.
But Cialis,
Snort it.
Cialis, you don't feel that.
So you don't feel a flush?
No.
So what do you just? So you just fucking hard, or you get hard
Well,
when you need?
You get hard when you.
That was
when
my.
you
That's
need
what
it.
I was sort of trying
That's
to say.
the
So
interesting.
what am I
part.
gonna do? Jerk
It
off
does
for 9 hours?
It just doesn't. You take it. Just your dick doesn't just get hard. You have to be.
It helps you
It
when
helps
you
you.
have the thoughts.
Yeah.
The bad thoughts, you mean?
The ones that your
Those
parents
dark
tell you not
thoughts.
to have.
The
Yeah.
dirty, dirty thoughts.
And
Dirty,
then,
dirty.
then it
bad thoughts.
activates.
It activates.
Dirty thought
The one- the
activates.
twin
That's a-
powers.
Yeah,
That's
your
it.
dick is Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cock activate. Oh, my cock's activated. It's time.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
I'm ready. So how many times in a row did you go on? And before she taps out?
Can you come more than one time?
Yes. Well, nothing comes out anymore anyway. So, but
After a while.
Whoa,
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 whoa. Oh wait, no,
Back
no,
it
I knew
up,
this.
back
You have
it
your,
up.
you
So
got
it's
your.
like
Hold on a minute. So wait, I know when you first had surgery
Oh, that's right.
that
Yeah.
you like put it. Let me just tell you, Mr. PB is such a fucking badass that he comes inside himself.
yeah.
Like when he comes, it goes back into him.
So it's like a built-in condom.
But I didn't know. I didn't. Yeah, now he's like raw dogging the fucking
Yeah, it won't-
Filipino
That's
prostitutes
right.
thinking
It
it's
don't-
safe.
won't matter.
So wait a minute. Just clarify this for me.
What a
so,
sell.
So you when you had the surgery, were telling me that I didn't know it was permanent.
Yeah. Some people, that's what happens, and some people not. But that's what happened. It's
So you come, you feel all the great things, but nothing comes out. That's a woman's dream.
actually.
Is it?
Like I said before, it's much more intense though when you come.
Oh, there. Ah!
Yeah.
Like that. Is that the noise you
I
make?
gave him more. Ah!
That's what it sounds. That's what it sounds like. What is it? Ah!
Yeah.
So it's much more intense. So what does it come out of your nose? Like what happens to it?
No.
Does it recycle?
It
Is it just the same
Shoot
swimmers
out-
going
it-
back in a circle?
It eventually comes out my ass.
I was gonna say, much shit
does
out of
it
your
really?
ass, like
No.
sneezing.
When you pee, it comes out.
So it pees.
It comes out your, so that it gets put back into your vas deferens.
Yeah.
Hey.
But
No, your urethra
but you-
goes.
yeah.
Your vas deferens goes into your urethra.
right
when
into
you-
the Van
when you
Morrison.
ejac-
Right out of the
when you,
outside.
it doesn't
Yes.
come out when you ejaculate, but when you
right.
pee, it'll come out.
So when you
So weird.
that is fucking
Yeah.
weird.
It's like no, it's like lapping in a pool. It's like, all right, guys, we reached the end of this side. Let's.
Is
So
that a
run it.
vasectomy? No,
No.
this
Oh.
is something else. Because
That-
the
yeah.
vasectomy is when they smooch it.
It's like
Have an eyelash in my eye.
Oh wait,
You
no,
want
do
me
it
to
on
get
camera.
it?
Do it on camera. Come on, come
Let's
on,
do it
come
like
on.
Eskimos. I'm gonna
Come
lick
on,
it
Bannos
out.
is gonna get it out for you. Let him lick
It's
it
No,
out.
do it with
like-
my
Ah, you pussy.
it's
Should have
like
did it on camera.
Roto-Rooter.
without the stink.
They go in and they scrape everything around
Around what?
your dick.
Your urethra.
No, I get it's your dick, but what do they scrape inside the hole?
Yeah,
Yeah.
inside the hole.
They go in there and
So
scrape.
what
the
did you
whole
have? A
thing.
clogged? It was clogged.
Yeah,
How did you know it was clogged?
having trouble peeing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's gotta suck.
Yeah.
So you had trouble peeing, or
Well,
you were
I
couldn't
had
pee at
trouble
all?
peeing. Well, one point in time, I couldn't pee at all. Then the doctor gave me this other thing, and the pee was coming out blue.
Oh my god!
Like a fucking
then,
Smurf.
Yeah.
Like a
but then
Slurpee.
I mean, I don't go to doctors, but if my pee came out blue, I would run. I, would,
Really?
I wouldn't
God.
even pull my
but
pants back up. I
yeah,
would
that
just
was from
run
the pill,
down the
the
fucking
pill he had
street.
given me. But then it stops and it's hard to pee.
You all right?
So they have to do that.
Is it still there?
You have those beautiful eyelashes.
Do you want me to get
Steve,
it?
hold on, Steve.
No, it's one
Can
of
you
those ones that just roll
let Bannos
over.
blow it? Let Bannos blow in your eye.
So-
Go ahead, go ahead.
That was very nice.
It was gentle. It was very gentle.
Very nice and gentle.
So after the surgery,
It wasn't a hurricane.
Steve just blew Altamont into your eye.
so after the surgery, you're in the hospital for 3 days. They put this catheter up you then.
Oh,
Up you.
Up
yeah.
you, up in you.
Up all up in there.
He's all
Yeah.
up in me. So wait, so you had the catheter in for how long?
3 days.
In 3 nights.
Not put in the hospital.
It's like a
the whole
Jewish holiday.
3 days and 4 nights.
And, then,
Oh.
and on the 4th night,
And
I
the fourth
came
night-
inside myself.
Yeah. And then
This guy's a modern marvel.
Crazy.
it,
So
hurt-
still.
it hurts when they pull it out, though.
The
oh, I
catheter?
bet.
Yeah.
It's weird. Mine didn't
You
hurt.
don't
And
know-
it was fucking thick.
You don't know when it's in because you're still out.
I think it
when
was
they
because
put
you were
in.
hopped up.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you were dancing.
But
at
it
one
was
point.
weird when he. Yeah, it was. But it was weird when he pulled it out of my nose.
You had it in your
That
nose
was
also.
all the way into my stomach.
Oh, really?
It was the fucking. That was, dude. That
That's-
and here's the worst
that's
part.
maybe
So
worse.
I woke up and I opened my eyes. I go, I want the fucking tube out. I want the tube out. And I was not talking about the dick.
Yeah.
Like it was bothering me. Maybe that's good because it deflected from the catheter.
Well, it
Yeah.
also goes
No,
down
that's
your,
the-
it rubs your throat bad.
It was
Yeah.
like and like it's all the way down. So like the whole time, like I wanted that, I wanted that, and thank God the next morning the doctor comes in, he walks in, he goes, let's get these tubes out of you right away. So I'm like, thank God. So he leans over and he grabs the tube and I'm like, finally, and his fucking cell phone rings and he answers it while his hand is on the tube and he's like,
Really?
hello,
I would be rattled.
all right, I need to call you back. And I'm like, oh, come on. And when he pulled it out, it's such a weird
Yeah,
feeling.
that's
It didn't
weird.
hurt, but man, was
Did it take
weird.
forever?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
And then it was like different colored
like a
fucking
clown, yeah.
handkerchiefs.
I didn't have
You're like,
magician.
what's in here?
I didn't have to, they only gave me this thing with a ball, and you got to blow in it and make the ball go up. That's it.
Oh, they gave me that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got that
yeah,
too.
that's it. I hated that fucking thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? And did you guys? Did
Sounds
you
like
have
fun.
I
Did you
agree
have
with
the-
you. though.
No.
What?
That the tube in the throat is worse than the tube in my dick.
Oh,
the
without
same
a
thing happened when
fucking
I
It
was
is.
doubt.
It is. I would
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
worse.
so.
Without a doubt. Although what was weird about the tube in my dick is that she would say, "Let me know when you have to pee," and I would be okay. I have to pee, and all she would do is pick up the tube and let the gravity fix because I guess it just
Into
would
the-
back up.
Into the bag.
So she would pick it up and it would start flowing again, and then it would feel like I'm peeing. It was so strange. But I've told this before. Like I looked at the tube and I was like, "Is that connected to the tube coming out of me?" She said, "No, that's the one." And I'm telling you, it was thick like that. And I was like, "Oh, I
Did
never."
your pee hole go back to normal?
I never. Yes, it
Yeah.
did. But I never looked at it once. I will say this though: when they
Oh,
pulled
I
it
did.
out, I guess because it was open so wide, the first night, every time I started to fall asleep, I thought I was gonna piss myself, and I would stop.
I would have just done it, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, but wait, it would
Yeah,
come.
I got used to the fucking
It would
bottle
come-
it gave me.
yeah.
I was like, yeah. But
But
at
if-
first I couldn't do it. But
If
then
you
I
peed, it went into the bottle
I'm
anyway.
talking to Mike.
If you peed, it went into the bottle anyway.
What the fuck is wrong with your
Yeah,
mic?
he's got the mic like he's fucking Nelly.
I didn't
Yeah,
have.
like it just get like turn it
That's-
facing it. At this point, it's pointless.
It's,
But
yeah,
I
it's
was
pointless.
wondering why his mic was so cool and mine was
Yeah, I
kind
know,
of
he
all twig. I know. I
It was
that.
like
That's
this. I didn't know how to
he
fix
thinks
it.
he's fucking Carol King, and
like more like Wayne Newton. I
He's
like
Tonight's
very
your
elegant.
mine
He's a
completely.
very elegant man.
You'll give your love so sweetly. Just love me tomorrow, and I'll fuck you and come inside myself. I loved when you were
Oh,
when
God,
you weren't
yeah,
around.
so-
I missed you so much.
Yeah, I missed you.
You know, I wanted to have you there. I didn't want to have you there for Sean Avery because it would have been weird, but with Bannos, it was perfect.
Yeah.
It would have worked out. So anyway, so
pee holes.
so yeah, back to field.
So, pee holes.
Go ahead.
I just felt like I had to pee all the time. Like it just
Yes.
always felt like I was
It always
peeing.
feel like
Yeah.
you're peeing the whole time.
Yeah,
never
it
end.
did. It did.
Yeah.
But look, you
That's
know,
true.
and Steve, you just had surgery,
I just had.
and you had. You,
I just had surgery, and after the conversation with you, before I went in, it was like the last thing I remember is just like, no matter what, and I don't want to wake up with a catheter. no matter what.
Oh, after I talked to you, that's what you
Yeah.
had in your mind.
Yeah.
So I
Because
scared you.
I went in for spine surgery.
Oh.
Could you imagine waking up
I'm
with a
sorry.
catheter for
It
that?
happens because it's
Well,
like you're out
sure.
too long. They don't want you pissing
Yeah?
all over the table.
Oh, God.
While they're
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Could you pee while you were asleep? On your
Oh,
on your
okay.
stomach?
I didn't. No,
wait. I'm
you
sorry. I didn't realize that I scared you enough that you were worried about a catheter.
I was.
I'm
no,
sorry. I
no,
didn't mean. I shouldn't.
He
have
was
fucking-
petrified.
I shouldn't have freaked you out like that.
And
This is a
compared,
man who won't even take a thumb in his butt. You shouldn't have
No,
told him the
that's-
story about
I
the
know,
catheter.
That's true.
and compared to what I had done in my neck, the catheter would have been like a walk in the park.
Yeah, I
too.
know. So you explain what to the listeners and these guys what you had done because I heard the story. Right?
They went in here,
His neck.
horizontal. I know, right? Ready? So they went in. Oh, and
You can barely see the scar. Like barely.
you
You
can
barely
You
even
stick
see
this-
it.
And they dissect a couple of muscles, and they move the larynx aside. They dissect more. They move the esophagus aside, and a few more muscles, and then you have your vertebrae, you know, the back of your spine. And they don't want to go in this way because that's where the spinal column is. If they go in the other end, it's flat.
Through the front of your neck.
And
Yeah.
Flat.
Yeah.
And why did you have to have that?
I had 2 discs removed and 3 vertebrae fused together.
Oh.
So I've
Fucking
got like a giant fucking fist-sized vertebrae back here, and once it's all fused, it'd be like I can headbutt through like concrete.
So were you in a lot of pain? What was happening?
Previous to it, I was in a lot of pain, and I had an injury, and it was awful. And now the pain is just collateral pain from the surgery.
Yeah.
And now if I turn my neck, it's just like, oh, that's as far as it goes. And that's as far as it goes.
And that's
but,
it.
But my head turned back is where I lose the most. So I can't do 3 things anymore. I can't do eye drops, and no more milk out of the
And
carton,
blowjobs. you can't
and
do.
bukkake.
Oh.
The third one.
You could just lay flat.
I'm building a rig.
Yeah, you could just lay straight flat on
no,
the
I'm
floor.
building like a dentist chair rig. That like tilts back.
Just gotta make sure it's low.
So your eye
for the
drop
shorter guy.
bukkake chair.
Could you imagine like somebody's at your house? What's that? Oh, it's my bukkake chair.
It's for fun.
I'm working
It's
on it.
amazing what they can do.
It is.
I know it really is, but
So yeah, so the surgery is over and it's cool, and it was a drag.
you said this is the first time though that you've had others. This is the first time you didn't think you were coming out of this one.
Yeah, I told you that. Didn't I?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot. Yeah, I've had like this is my 5th surgery, and all just like stupid injuries and stuff. It's nothing like health wise. It was all just injuries.
He
and
was in
stuff.
Jackass for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the first time I went in for some stupid reason. The night before, I'm like, I might be the dude. Just like he's aspirating, we're losing up. And we're like, oh fuck.
You
So the night
definitely-
before, I was kind of like looking up at the sky, going, "Is this it? Last time?"
I did.
I've never been so in touch with my mortality was that night. And you'd think I'd come out a better person, but I'm just as fucking stupid and reckless as previously.
Steve looks up at God. He's like, God, if I come out of this, I'm gonna be exactly the fucking same.
I
as
will
am."
not. I'll get probably worse.
Yeah, but I had similar thoughts beforehand. No, yeah, because you know it could happen.
It could absolutely happen.
You know, like so I thought about that a little bit, and I was
Mine-
like, you know, I was like, fuck, you know,
I think
you
my
gotta-
biggest fear would be that they
you gotta
discover
do it.
something crazy or.
that's true
There's
too.
always that, too.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah, I'm always. That's why it's like so scary to get one thing. So like, what if they find a
No.
whole other thing?
It's like,
Right.
hey, I'm having trouble peeing. It's like, oh, well, you also have a fucking brain tumor.
Oh,
So
God. Yeah,
get
but I
ready
did
for the
like
show.
I definitely did a little tour of close friends and called them all, but not to. I didn't say like, you know, if just in case, man, I love you. But I called like my friends, just you know, like if something happens, I want to have one nice.
You text me. You were like, I can't do the show for a bit. I'll tell you about it later. And I was like, okay.
I was even thinking, should I like dump my
close
like,
friends. I call my close friends.
should I clear my like history in my computer? Or
yeah,
like,
I
it's
think
like,
always clear.
Well,
this,
fuck it, I'm dead. Who cares?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I'd prefer them to find that shit after I'm gone.
Right?
Like, oh my
Wow,
god.
Your
Why,
legacy.
Look what he looked at.
Holy
why was he
shit.
Googling barely pregnant videos? Like you know, just weird shit like that. Go ahead.
barely pregnant.
Her suit, barely pregnant. And Bobby socks.
It'd be so bad. If
I do.
somebody-
I like
You know
Bobby
what?
socks.
That actually sounds like
super
a fucking
cute.
Berenstein Bears book. Like, barely pregnant by the Berenstein.
Yeah, and they're spelled with a bear in it. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that'd be
that would be
great.
cute.
That would
I'm
be
gonna
great.
start writing it.
I wonder how long bears gestate for.
We should write like
Years.
adult versions of
Is it
Berenstein
years?
Bear stories.
I don't think so.
I think a cow is pregnant for years. There's some
Years?
animals
Is
that
it?
are pregnant forever.
I think cows are
I
pregnant.
knew a girl in
forever.
high school that was pregnant forever.
Me
Every time I
too.
saw her, she was fucking. Never saw any kids though, but she was pregnant at all time.
Free
Or
kid
maybe it's a
giveaway.
whale. There is a mammal that's pregnant for a very long
Oh,
time.
it totally makes
I know that
sense.
some
Yeah,
turtles.
Yeah.
Elephant
I
or a
think
whale.
whales.
Totally.
I know some tortoises can like postpone the birth.
Yeah, but they're not. That's eggs.
No. Wait. Yeah, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
fucking know.
Reptiles have eggs.
Is it a reptile? I thought it was
It's a
I
It's
think it's
amphibian, but
reptile?
it still has eggs.
like a sea tortoise.
Yeah, it has eggs.
No, they lay
yeah,
eggs.
no.
Lays
come and
eggs.
dump
It
the
lays
eggs on
eggs
the
in the
beach.
sand, and they gotta
Yeah.
run. They gotta make it. If they don't make it, that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody's helping them out.
What
I
a
gotta
fucking
Google it, but
cruel
I think
joke.
you're right. It's whales.
Yeah, it makes
That'll
sense.
take a long time.
They don't show that on the video at the Natural History Museum.
No, they don't.
My
No.
favorite is all the white people just watching it happen. Like, oh look, this one's not gonna make it.
They're taking pictures of it.
There it
I
is.
couldn't handle it. I would like
Paid
carry them all in.
$80,000 to go see.
Yeah.
it.
That's the kind of shit that makes me cry.
It's
Well,
like,
it does.
look, honey, this is what we could do with you.
Like
but
the turtle
instead,
that didn't make it.
we have a Jamaican nanny.
I was in a really really fucking rich section of Brooklyn, and I'm walking through the park, and there were like all the kids playing, and you looked around the perimeter, and none of the kids had their actual natural
None of the
parents.
parents.
It was just
The nannies.
Yeah, it was just like nothing but nannies across the board, and like
Love
no
Jamaican
natural
nannies.
parents.
Oh, they-
You know your kid's gonna like end up eating spicier food than you.
Totally. Absolutely.
all
They're gonna be
pass.
more in touch with society.
I would have done well with a Jamaican nanny.
You will look like a Jamaican nanny.
I feel like it sometimes. Why don't you come inside that ginger?
Why do you sound like Dr.
I don't
Doctor?
know.
Yeah,
Doctor,
I don't know
doctor.
what that was.
That was
I'm rusty.
I was gonna comment on your accent before when you were calling people, be like, "Hey man, I love you." Like,
Yeah,
what?
what's up?
I don't know what
I love you, bro.
I don't know what voice that is that you're.
That's the I love you, bro. Guy.
Oh, I love you, man.
Yeah, this is how it would go. Hey, Jared, what's up, man?
He just does Rocky
I
Balboa.
just want to let you know I'm going in for
Let me
surgery.
check my messages because I feel like I didn't get that.
Actually, you there was a group text.
I
of
got a group
you and
text.
a couple of others. Yeah,
I did. I
You
didn't
did.
get it.
You did. So,
I always wonder if I should
and
make
you
a
sent
joke.
me a middle finger back.
Wait, you worried about what?
I always wonder.
That's you now that you know that I can't cry. You know that's me being very intimate.
Yes, that's true. That's fine.
She cried that night. She hasn't cried since.
She cried when she found out.
I'm
I
trying to
made it
remember
out
the last
okay.
time I had a good cry.
She said the route come out okay. Yeah, and then she started crying. That's the last time she cried.
I checked up regularly.
I've still got. Yeah, she did. You did absolutely. There's some people who didn't.
I'm a regular checkup.
Go. Go.
That's something I talked about with my therapist.
You didn't tell me
recently.
what was wrong with you.
Huh?
You didn't tell me what was happening.
I'm gonna have to go back and see if that's true.
I'm pretty sure. And then you
I'm
were
gonna-
like,
I don't know about
then
that.
you were like, I'm going in for surgery, and I was like, oh shit, I hope everything is it serious? And you're like, no, it's like a procedure, but I'm gonna be, like I'm gonna be out of it for a while. And I was like, okay, best not to bother the person that's healing.
I'm like the best.
Fuck me, man. I don't want to fucking talk to you if I'm recovering from something. I don't want to
Why?
talk to anybody.
That's the best time to
Yeah,
talk.
people who are just
No.
in there are fucking.
If you don't bring me
staring at a white
snacks,
wall.
I don't want to fucking talk to you.
Yeah, that's a good rule
That's
of
it.
thumb in
I put
general.
out a thing on Facebook: is you come, but you better bring fucking donuts.
Yeah.
Something.
Something.
Spread donuts.
I don't
in
want
the
to fucking.
hospital.
Hey, I hope you're feeling better. It's like, well, fuck you, man. Where's the chocolate? Get out of here.
I'm a great. After I spent so much time in the fucking hospital with my mom that I now like go with people. I'm so skilled now at being the waiting person, which I think is like a particular
you
skill
get the
set.
irony though, right?
Yes,
Because you
that's
got to
tough.
check in on everybody. You got to fucking.
But yet you won't do it. That's interesting.
No, I do it.
No, like no. I'm yet you won't.
Oh yeah, I don't want to be the patient, but I'll go and
Ew.
sit with people and
It is, yeah,
because
that's
you
a
also have to
skill.
like you got to get people to check on things because they have so much happening.
Yep.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yep.
Like, where are the snacks?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Well, a lot of times people can't eat.
Yeah, the guy would come in and go, "Here you go. Here's your pudding and Italian ice again." It's like after 3 fucking days, I'm like, "Please, I gotta fucking."
Can you
eat
get
something."
ice cream?
You
like
know,
if
you
you're a
can't have
good boy?
anything
Ice
until you
cream.
shit.
It was ice cream, pudding, Italian ice, and
How cruel would it be
broth.
if it were like, oh yeah, peanuts and peanuts alone?
We'll show you.
You can't even eat it. You just put it in your pee hole,
Ugh.
and your penis goes like a snake, and then
Yeah,
it
just
makes
takes it in a little at a time.
You just see
shove 'em
them
in the
traveling up,
catheter.
like you would see a mouse. Go
Oh my
through.
god! I saw the cool. I don't know. I thought of a snake, and then I thought of reptiles, and then so I saw the fucking coolest gecko. It actually gets flat, and it totally flat. It looks like it got dropped from like a 50-story thing, and it has no bones. It's crazy looking, and it becomes the color. It's like camouflage, but like really does it. It's like my new
Oh,
favorite
shit.
thing.
Yeah,
I
not
wanna
like
get
some
one.
bullshit.
But
some
they're
real
like
shit.
$800.
Dude, I could watch
Really?
fucking Planet Earth all day. Like
God.
I met one. We're friends
Planet Earth.
The guy go?
down in Petco,
actually
and I
met
keep
him?
going back and talking to him.
Oh,
I'm like,
he's
do
at
you want to
Petco?
come live at our house?
why don't you bring him?
This is
Is it
$800.
a he or a she?
It's I made it a boy.
Okay.
But I'm open to whatever gender he, she feels.
Yeah, I agree. You should
I'm
They,
supportive. I vote.
they, right? Whatever pronoun.
I'm a part of the
it wants
liberal,
to use.
movement. They would want to be a they or them. I support that.
Tell me what you want, man.
I don't want to get any pet that lives short term.
No, well,
Like I was looking into
they
like,
live a long time.
I'm like maybe a
They
fucking,
could live a
I'm like,
long
I'm like,
time.
it'd be cool like a fucking Vietnamese pig.
The thing is I have a picture of it.
Really?
You have to be able to. 'cause
Parrot be cool.
I have to have something
Fuck
that somebody else
birds.
could come and feed.
Fuck birds. Frank
Fucking
No, I agree with him. Fuck birds.
Oh my god, they're so annoying.
So no.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. they
Oh my
just
god, look at this! You
scream
can't
and
even
stuff.
fucking
Shut
see
up.
it in that one.
Oh yeah, it looks like the bark.
Crazy,
Let me
right?
put it on the camera if you don't mind.
What the fuck for? You can't see it.
Okay, let me give you another one.
You have one where you can actually see.
Okay, here's one of it.
Let me see.
That's fucking rad.
Oh yeah, look at that.
How fucking cool is that?
Here we go.
Yeah. Live on YouTube all the time.
You
You
know
could
what?
you could see a phone through a camera.
Yeah, you know what? Just pretend.
Innovation.
Look at that. It's
Isn't
pretty-
that so cool?
Rob doesn't want any pet that he
I
can't
see.
put in a tent outside his.
Yes, yeah.
yard.
So I got an update on the cat tent.
Oh, you mean the house that you built? Then?
Yeah, there's a
new
larger.
one?
I have a larger enclosure.
Is the
now
raccoon
from
going
there?
Outside. Outside. Yeah, there's no longer a tent.
Is your neighbor across the street gonna decorate it for Christmas now?
No, my neighbors. Something's fucking.
They're
really,
getting divorced.
There's something really weird going on with my neighbors. This is bizarre. Every morning.
This is the Christmas tree ones?
Yeah.
No, different one.
Fucking
Every morning,
Love
his gas tank is open.
What?
On the car?
Yeah, I'll pull up at night, and it'll be like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I
Where you going
look
so
at
late?
it, and the car. Don't worry, we'll get into that. And I pull up behind the car, and it's fine, and I make a note of it. And in the morning, I leave for work. I come out like it's 6 a.m. and the gas tank is open.
Poltergeist.
It's fucking weird, like constant.
Poltergeist.
It's very
Really?
weird. I
That's all
don't
there
know.
is.
Why would the gas tank be open all the time?
Maybe a homeless person sticking his dick in there.
Maybe.
But it's way out there.
And it sucks because he's out of range of my house camera, so I can't. I want to see. That's another thing. I get a notification on Ring
Uh-huh.
that there's motion in my backyard, and I turn it on, and my neighbor's just walking past the camera, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
What is
and
he
then
doing
a
in
couple
the
like
backyard?
Poltergeist.
Does he have clothes on?
2 minutes later,
Does he have clothes on?
he does in this case. Naked. His
It would
cock's
just be
floating.
so funny if you there's a naked man.
Well,
But he's not
funny would
making
that
any
be?
facial. He's just like walking.
Well, here's one.
It's the
So-
beginning of the apocalypse when that happens.
So here's one. He's about I would say 70,
Oh, they're
right?
old.
And he's got he put in
Huge
a
penis?
hot tub in the yard, and he sits in it.
Front?
So it's like it's in the morning, 7 a.m. No matter the temperature. He sits in it with this fucking Jesus music playing, and he's floating in it like a fucking wonton, and the steam is coming out of it. And he's got clearly
wonton,
has
not
no
a
clothes
dumpling.
on.
So does he come on your property to dry out?
There's so much happening in
He's
the
right-
story.
he-
Does he come on your property to dry out?
I don't know, but I hear it. Like I'll wake up and like, oh, like I hear the hymns,
Wow.
and I'll fucking like peek out, and he's just fucking floating. I'm telling you, he's got no shirt on.
You
It's
called him a
weird.
wonton.
He was.
That's the best part of the
I was
story.
gonna say the same thing.
That's the best.
But
You could have said anything.
I know, but he was. He was just in like a
Could have been ramen.
So at 70, his balls are hanging down to his knees.
I don't know what's going on, but the thing went off, and he just walked past the camera, but like with a purpose, like he does it every day, and it's the only time I've seen it. I should have fucking saved it because he just walks by.
Should save it.
And I never got
In your backyard?
in my backyard, and I never got the
That's
notification that he left. So I don't know how long
Was
he
he
was
walking
there.
away from his house or toward his house?
Well,
when he
no, it
there?
was like so. Our houses are next to each other, and then there's a gate in front of both houses.
Does he have to jump over the
So
fence?
he was walking on the camera that picked it up was the side one.
Yeah.
So he walked through the gate, but he clearly didn't just walk through and look. Like he walked right past the camera. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Maybe
And
he's
they're
possessed.
Good. They're good. Like they're
Poltergeist.
good. They're good
then he's
people.
opening
So I
your
don't
gas
think
tank.
maybe something went over the fence. He went to get it. Like I don't believe there's any
You should
kind
just
of
go
foul
over
play.
and knock and be like, hey.
I don't want to talk
when you
to
pass
people.
No,
Like-
but you could be like, is there something happening with your gas tank?
Or just start walking through his yard.
It's just like a lot of weird
Walk
things.
through his yard nude.
Yeah, I should, right? Just with Jesus music.
This is
and a
how it
boombox.
starts, and then people don't pay attention, and then all of a sudden, someone comes over and eats your face.
This is gonna be.
This is how it begins.
This
how it
is
starts.
This is gonna.
Oh,
this,
God.
I will film it the next time he does it, and I'll send
Next
it to
time
you
he
guys.
does it, he's gonna be eating your face, and you didn't pay attention.
You won't be able to film it.
But I'll take a minute to text you before I go. While he's
What if
eating
he
my
just
phone.
thinks you're so tasty?
I don't know what it is. It's fucking weird. It's just weird.
It sounds like something
But
like
it's
he's
weird
possessed,
to
or
even
like
walk
he's.
onto somebody else's
Does he
property.
have pupils, or is his eyes all
Well,
one color?
he is an alcoholic. You can tell, and because he smells.
Because he
like
looks
it.
like me, but bald.
Yeah, and
old.
his feet like.
You
have
don't look
some
like an
kinda-
alcoholic yet.
I don't think you float like a wonton either.
His feet are swollen too. Like they look like a.
Oh, there's a lot of water in there.
Like a fucking ham hocks, like they're not like
Wow.
like he's like, and you
Is-
could,
How's the chest situation?
huh?
How's the chest situation? I like old men chest. They're
It's
funny.
not. It's not. It's
Not
entertaining.
good,
at all.
perhaps.
I've never seen the chest. You can't really tell when he's floating in the hot tub.
There's some really good looking old
You
men.
gotta get
Let's not fuck
closer.
around.
Steve Bannos is not even that old. He's getting
Hey.
distinguished though. He's got the Fu Manchu and everything.
I had one the other day. I shaved it. I didn't know.
What'd you have?
I had a Fu Manchu like maybe 4
Oh,
days
you
ago.
had it hanging.
I have one on my penis.
I got a new tattoo with Bannos right here. See, it's the
Oh, look at
same
that.
mustache.
It's Bannos. Look at that.
Yeah, nice.
It's a pickle, right?
No.
Oh my lord.
That's
So-
a pickle.
No. Doozer.
No, that's a pickle.
Okay.
Oh.
It's his tattoo.
Imagine you got a tattoo of a pickle.
That'd be
Why not?
amazing.
Pickles, wontons, ham hocks. I'm so
I
hungry.
know, me too, and I haven't eaten dinner.
But next,
That's a sign. I got a long ride home to go eat.
I gotta go home and eat a salad.
So, Steve, what are you doing the rest of the time you're in New York? When are you leaving?
No, that's what's for dinner.
How much longer?
Just another day.
You
and a
can't
half.
eat romaine lettuce, jackass. You're gonna get fucking E. coli.
I have no plans.
You have no.
oh yeah,
so when you
romaine.
leave?
Romaine.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh, so cool. So you got a couple
I'm just
more
gonna
days.
walk around, and it's not gonna rain until Wednesday, so that's cool.
Yeah.
too.
That's good. Hopefully.
Is it gonna rain Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
What about Thursday?
Who cares?
He'll be
Yeah.
gone.
You'll take the sunshine with you.
Yeah.
You
got
should.
lucky.
You take Franco. I get him drunk. It's
Yeah.
easy.
Tonight.
Whatever.
All right.
There you go. Done. You just gotta chronicle it. And whichever one dies first, you gotta let me know.
But make
That's
sure you
all I
call
ask
Rob first and go, hey man.
Oh, but you better call him fast because his neighbor's gonna fucking kill him. And
You're gonna
not
find
gonna
me
tell him.
floating
He's
like
not
a
gonna kill
wonton.
me.
He's gonna eat his face.
He's not gonna eat my face.
No.
You know, when I go to Miami,
I should
might
teach
wind
you
up
some
floating like a
self-defense
wonton.
classes, so just in case.
Where are you going to Miami?
You trying to say I can't handle myself?
You don't really drink.
I don't, but I'm gonna there.
He
When I
did
go
a
to
pretty
Miami-
impressive drinking the other night.
That's
and
true. What
before dinner, I was like, "Wow, you guys are
3 Jack and Cokes, guy.
Like yeah, because it's fucking Coca-Cola. It tastes delicious. How can
It
you
does
not drink it
taste
That's
fast?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
you're right.
It's like getting a Long
Absolutely right.
Island iced tea.
Oh
No,
my God.
Don't ever order those. Those
I brought home somebody who was underage on Long Island when I drank last when I was still drinking. I didn't realize it until I woke up.
Wait. You brought a man underage. Was it a man? Is it a
It
woman?
was a man,
Underage.
not even a man.
Like 9 or
boy.
like how old?
no, he would have passed in a
Like,
court of
it
law.
was 2 boys in a suit, and
He
they
looked-
had a trench coat
They
on.
were sitting on top of each other.
He looked like Wolverine, and I remember going to the bar, and I was drinking, and I bought him a drink because I'm a fucking feminist. And in my mind, I was like, I remember him drinking, and then I realized, oh, I never saw him buy a drink because I fucking bought the drink. So then I woke up and I was like, how old are you? And then I was like, you have to leave.
How old was he?
12.
What was he?
He was a little older than 12.
I'm late for social studies.
16, 17?
About that.
Fucking A.
No, are you serious?
I have an algebra quiz.
Yeah, I'm
Fuck
serious.
yeah.
Do you remember if it was good?
I feel like I did all the work.
I would think that would probably what happened.
He must have gone home and been like, guys,
You
She
don't
had
even know.
great
You
hair.
and Matt.
She had great hair, and she fucking
her
brought.
eyes. She taught me how to be a man.
She told me how to be a man. And the best part is she paid for the drinks.
No.
No.
No. And the best part is she called me out on my bullshit.
She did. Wait, she just texted me. Oh, it's a middle finger.
Oh, I
Not
didn't
feeling
text
it.
her.
Not feeling those
You didn't
middle
text.
fingers.
So you said you have to leave?
Oh yeah, you gotta pretend that didn't happen, and then you bring it up, 10 years later on a podcast.
This is the first time you've ever mentioned it?
I'm having all these memories.
You're going to
that
start
came
crying, I think.
back. Rob,
If you cry.
that is not gonna
That'd
be
be
the thing that makes me cry.
fucking-
It would be amazing if it was just like a young Hasidic boy with payas and everything. It's like,
God.
how old are you?
What? Do you have to leave?
No, this was mistakable.
I just
like,
came
he
so
looked
hard,
like a
hardest ever
man.
in my life, and
He
now you make
looked
me
like
leave.
a man.
Yeah, I mean, some teenage boys just have beards.
It was a
He
fake.
was tall.
It'd be great if it was a fake beard. Like
He reminded me of Wolverine.
Marx Brothers
that's
beers.
No, it was like the Little Rascals, like two kids on top of each other with a trench coat on.
But
He was very Wolverine-y.
with just pubic hair.
What was the first sign that he was young? Did he wake up like and ask you?
He
was so
hungover.
no,
You have any Red Bull in the fridge? Or
Hairless? Hairless?
no,
Hairless.
like doughy-eyed,
Okay. So you just knew
like
right away.
unjaded. When the next morning, like, you should be out of here already. What's happening?
I can only imagine. So you don't remember any of it?
How do you put on a condom? That's what he said.
Oh, it's inside.
How do you even do this?
He was like, "Fuck that! You're Wolverine. Wolverine doesn't need a condom."
Oh, I hate myself. I'm reformed.
This is past. This is not present.
know.
And so fucking what? If you called me tomorrow and said you brought home an underage boy,
I'd call the
I
cops.
would do.
I vote regularly in primary elections, so
I
I'm
was-
sorry I sullied maybe one or two youths.
Well, at least one of the two of you could have voted. That's good. That's good.
This was a really good session, you guys. I think
Yeah.
we had a lot of breakthroughs.
This is good
This
therapy.
is good therapy.
This was good therapy, everybody.
This is good. So
I wonder how we got home.
I don't know.
He probably like caught the school bus.
He had his bike.
His pedal car.
Yeah, he used his bus pass. He probably could use it anyway. On the school.
His big wheel.
Right on.
He spins into his driveway. Mom!
He honestly probably called his parents.
He probably
He
did.
might have. Yeah,
Oh
can
my
you come pick
God.
me up?
I
Oh
picked him
my
up in a
God.
Grand Marquis station wagon. Just,
Not even just a.
I got my cherry
Fiat.
popped.
he sat the other
There's
way,
nothing
looking out the
wrong
back.
with that.
I stuck my finger up his butt.
That's probably the best
Oh,
fucking
Lordy.
story he's ever gonna have,
A finger
For
or a
real.
thumb?
Yeah.
without
Forever.
a fucking doubt.
Yeah.
He's
And I gotta
Yeah.
imagine Leah's a fucking wildcat.
Oh,
Without-
thanks.
I gotta think.
Oh, that was
It's
sweet.
the hair.
It's true. I know. I would think.
Whether
so.
even if it's not true, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
go
Right,
against
really.
And
those
she'd be
rumors.
like, and do like in the middle
I'm
of
gonna
it.
fight those rumors.
I know. I know
Why would
totally like what to trigger it to. Like I would bring up fucking Lord of the Rings, and that would be it. It would
I don't
just
think
set
of.
her off.
I think of Lord of the Rings as
sacred.
not sexual.
Can't
So if
bring
I
that
say
into the bedroom.
if I bring up Gandalf, it's not gonna do it for you.
No, he's much more reverent.
He arrives exactly when he means to.
Well, there's, I don't even know where to go from
Because
that.
a wizard's never late. That's
I
previous to that.
understood. Well, look, hey man, we all got stories, and it's all good. It's all good.
Should we all finish with our favorite?
You know what though?
Well, I figure what? What?
If it- sometimes adults aren't as cool. Just put it that way. When you're young and you have sex with other people, they're not always that cool. They kind of suck sometimes.
Yeah, that dude was excited to be there.
Yeah, he
and,
fucking
and
got it.
present.
Are you making me feel-
and you didn't bummer
And
him. You didn't
prepubescent.
hit him with the bummer. You were just like, hey, you're kind of young. Gotta go.
Yeah, no, I was very supportive. I was
It's
like
like,
a
hey,
very
you
nice
did your
person.
thing.
How very
It was
sim-
okay. I did most everything. I did my thing.
I was
Leave.
not
did
insulting in
most
any
of
way.
it.
and you gotta go.
No, I'm
I don't. That's what I'm asking. Oh man. Well, I want to thank Steve Bannos for joining
you.
us.
Yes.
We missed you
Getting
very
applause.
much,
It's fun.
Steve. Thank you so much for coming
Pulled it
back,
off.
and thank you for bringing me to the screening. That was a fucking awesome moment. I
It's
get to
pretty
meet
cool.
Feig. I felt like a player for a little while. Leah would have definitely called me Hollywood for sure. I'm surprised I didn't get that from you when you
That's
saw
'cause I
us
was
at the
too
film
jealous.
festival.
I only call you Hollywood when you're doing like fucking hibachi.
You wanted to go for hibachi.
I did.
All right, so let's go.
I'd never.
I'll
wait,
take you to hibachi.
Did we
Are
talk
you
about
kidding?
I'm not kidding.
Okay, I'm
I
in.
will take you to hibachi.
that? When we go next time, can there not be like a little kid with like
No, he
severe?
didn't say he'll take us to hibachi. He said, Leah, I'll take you
No.
to hibachi.
I never want to go because that was the worst
Good, 'cause you're
experience
not
I ever
invited.
had.
We had fun. Fuck you.
No, we
Yeah.
didn't. There was a
Yeah.
kid with like really
No.
severe anxiety that we couldn't even see the flames.
No.
That's the worst
So what?
experience you've ever had in your life?
Yes,
You got to get out
It was
more.
still fun.
that's so bad.
I had a great time with you guys.
I mean, I had a good time with you guys, but I wanted to see more fire. And the guy was like bummed he couldn't do
Well,
tricks.
maybe we should go to another
Because he was like,
show.
I can bang on these things, but
Leah
Don't worry
does-
about that. That kid's gonna go to a bar and some fucking 30-year-old chick's gonna pick
No,
him
that
up,
kid-
Pick him up and
fuck
bang him
the
out.
shit out of him, and then he's gonna be like, you know what? I'm okay around flames now.
no,
Okay, I'm
he,
good
no,
with
no,
how
no. He
bossy.
had severe autism.
So you fucked the shit out of this guy. Is what you're saying.
You know what? We
We're
Let's
not
leave
gonna-
it at that.
we're not
you
gonna
said
talk about it.
anxiety.
No, it was like he was anxious because he was severely autistic.
Bannos, you got anything you want to plug? Right after, on the heels of an autistic boy.
It's the name of his autobiography.
No, just the
On the
documentary. I
heels.
have nothing else, as they say, in the can.
All right, no problem. Well, we're gonna get something in your can
So,
before you know it.
our season 3 of Love is
Yes, and-
reasonably
That's great.
new.
And I cannot stress that enough. Fucking Love is a fantastic show.
How is Gillian? Is she cool?
Jillian.
Couldn't be nicer.
Oh my God.
Couldn't be nicer.
I'm
She's been around, and
She's
sometimes,
hysterical.
Sometimes people go to the dark side after having 2 or 3 different shows and being the star of the show.
yeah.
But humble, just
She-
sweet and humble.
she
and
makes me
just-
She's very funny.
pitter-patter.
She is so sweet and humble.
Oh,
and that's
my
just
God.
to me, for me, it's really sweet.
I love
He's
Fun.
got some good
It's really
stories.
nice.
Next time you come in, we got to
I
do
invited her-
some shit talk.
I invited her on the show, and she, the publicist, said no.
Oh my God, I got great Bobby Lee stories. Me and him and
Bobby
and,
Lee's fucking funny in that show.
and
Yeah.
Catalina. He's out of control.
Oh, is he really?
So
he
funny.
seems like it. Like
Did
that's
you say
him.
in Catalina?
In Catalina,
Yeah,
we're
they
in Catalina
filmed-
for 5 days.
We don't want to give away the story plot, but there's
Yeah, the
there's an
last
episode
episode.
in Catalina.
Yeah.
You know,
The
fucking
plot.
great. That show's fucking great. I'm so annoyed. That's
Sorry.
2 now.
Oh, I'm
That
so annoyed
pisses
too.
me
Believe
off.
me, I know it's.
And
sucks
Netflix
balls.
of all people, who they don't cancel shit.
And it cost
Yeah.
a nickel to make that show
I
compared
know.
to the other shows that Netflix make. It was
You can start a petition.
It was so good.
no, you know what the bottom line was? We wrapped up the story.
yeah,
We actually shot alternate endings, but one of them was just like
it was a
stories
good
wrapped
wrap up. Yeah, that's
3
true.
seasons. You can keep
It
going
was.
and beating the relationship to death, or it ends after 3
I would've-
seasons.
oh.
Just like, all right, Judd
She-
went, okay, all right, done.
She was doing a play right here in New York, and I rallied hard to try to get her on, but it didn't work.
Oh, wow.
Probably so, because I would have been fawning over her for an hour and a half, and nobody wants to see.
We'd
that.
have to protect her.
Ah, Jillian.
You're gonna touch her like
Um,
Willem Dafoe.
I got a couple other names of people who just turned us down. Guy Fieri.
Oh, his name is Ferry, by the way.
Guy
Fuck
Fieri.
that guy.
Guy
He
Fieri.
turned you down, Guy Fieri too.
He
right?
turned us down. Who?
I like fairies.
Jeanine Garofalo. If no response is a response, then yeah, turned us down.
That's a Hollywood no.
Yeah, it's a Hollywood no, exactly. I'm trying to think of who else. Lisa Loeb will be coming on at some point.
That's awesome.
She was here and had just left, and her publicist said she just went back to LA, but
Wait, I got
she'll
Lisa.
do it.
I got a quick Lisa Loeb.
Oh,
Lisa
yeah?
Loeb used to live behind the house of a buddy of mine who had a guest house where we used to play poker all the time. And
I've heard
that's
about
awesome.
this poker room.
Have you really?
I've heard about this poker room.
And Lisa Loeb, and it was always like, "Shh, Lisa Loeb, you're gonna wake up Lisa Loeb."
She's gonna write a
So
song
now
about
we
it
even
in
say
cat
wherever we go,
glasses.
it's just like Lisa Loeb. Shh.
That would be awesome. I don't mind.
Never saw her, but we played poker.
Yeah, she's been up here before at the studio, but not on our show. So I want to
cool.
I want to get her on. I think she'd be a cool guest. And let's hope we don't fucking do something with him coming inside himself to turn her off by the time. Considering that she now writes children's books, we probably gonna
We don't
be
talk about that
it's gonna be a
then.
last minute. Oh, sorry, she has something else scheduled, but we'll see what happens. But there's a couple of others that I'm working on that are coming on. I don't want to say anything. I don't like to say shit until the
Until it
guest has
happens.
taped
Don't
the
do it.
episode for
Don't
sure.
do it.
But anyway, thank you again for listening to The Whole. I am Rob Sprance.
Mr. PP.
Jarrett Pressman.
Leah Bonema.
Oh, Franco Del Valle.
And Steve Bannos.
Later, motherfucks.
Sorry, I got lost.
That was fucking awesome, guys.
Hey, nice to
that was fun.